this. Alright, I just re-hit that. Oh god, now it's not even...
What, the actual stream is not streaming?
I don't know, yeah, I've hit start stream on OBS. Should just be going.
I'll keep refreshing until I can see. Alright, it's just come through. It's taken a while.
Ah. Alright. I told them to start. I don't know why they haven't started yet.
Are you connected?
Yeah, I'm connected.
A summoner has reconnected.
Ah, Byron disconnected. Alright, cool. I think we're live now. I bet it probably is just a delay that was in. I'm hoping that it doesn't just cut in and out. Oh, well, we'll find out. All right. Hey, everyone. Anyway, we're back. Just waiting for them to unpause the game.
It does. It does. So we can resume the game whenever you guys are ready. Apologies for the delay.
Yeah, I already told Blidexa that we're ready.
Yeah, he's the one who paused it, I believe. Or...
Oh, all right. That's
what's going on?
What the hell? Apologies for the language.
What is it?
What is this? What is this? Wait, what?
I can't see.
Yeah, apparently I have now I'm changing the orientation of the camera.
Oh yeah.
Please no. Oh, FPS camera. Here we go. Hold on. Directed camera.
You'll have
Yeah,
because
we're good. That just scared me.
All right.
Donna said to wait. See, are you good now? You in?
Yeah, I'm in. All right, ready now. Sorry.
It's all right.
I can't type in all chat for some reason because I'm a spectator.
Well, I guess we're just gonna go down the line and keep messaging people until someone says start. Oh my god. All right, moving on to the next. Unless my messages aren't going through.
All right, I messaged both Dana and Liam, and then we can get back on track. There we go. We'll just have a slight delay. I believe we'll have to sync up our times though, Nash.
I'm at 4:19.
Yeah, I'm 4:19 too. And just applause. That means the stream will be delayed by 3 minutes, whatever it is. Yeah. No, it's just a 30-second delay. I'm happy with that. Yep.
Has your game started?
It's just paused, and then hopefully we just play, and with directed camera.
Yeah,
all right, it's
cool. I was scared because it's supposed to have started, but it didn't start yet.
Yeah. Hopefully your directed camera will just be as per normal.
Anyway, alrighty, that was a lot of messing about, but we are finally in. I'm hoping that's the only time we have to do that today.
Yeah, I'll just have to quickly reshare. Oh wait, the link is the same.
Yeah,
okay, that's fine then. Yeah.
Alrighty, well. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't know what to say about that, but hey, we're in. Anything interesting happened yet?
just a couple of summoners blown on bot side, but that's about it. I believe Ryan attempted a gank and it was unsuccessful. But summoners were blown, and we're back to normal lane states at the moment. Nothing really to report. We're just gonna see how this Singe is going on the top side against Aurora, and the gap is already starting to widen just a little bit. So hopefully Singe will be able to farm a little bit. If not, he's gonna be in for a pretty rough time.
Yep.
Yeah, but right now, so we had 2 videos going. Oh, sorry, we had the first video that we had to cancel for the live one. Now we're back to the second one, so there'll be 2 instances of this one, but you can just watch this one anyway. Doesn't really matter. But we do have Jewpies taking the dragon here, pretty much uncontested at this rate, so they're going to pick up a juicy dragon for themselves, a beautiful mountain dragon for them. Not much you can do with Destiny 2 at the moment. They have kind of like all these losing lanes besides bot lane, and Singe is forced to flash here.
Oh, no.
I think Rillian Polio fat-fingered a little bit, but I don't think he had complete enough mana to combo down the Singe there. Would have been pretty close. But I really do like this pick coming out from Byron. He's able to, you know, just clear the lane relatively safely. But we do have Pantheon here being taken out by Hui and Wukong. He's not able to do much here, and will get picked up for first blood.
And that's what we were talking about. He still goes. He still has his ways of trying to force invades too much. I don't see why he was going for that. Like, you could see Bullet X was right, like pretty much right next to that camp. So I'm not sure why he thought that was safe, but that's all right. It's all right. Got to go for it sometimes.
Yeah. He's just probably just seeing if Ryan is got the timings down, and which he does there. So now he probably won't make that mistake again. But you really don't want to give Wukong a lead here. Yeah, not much you can do in that bot lane as Nyla. You can dash in, but Tristana can jump out and buffer her combos. So the Nyla pick is just more for the 5v5s here. I don't think they'll be able to tower die successfully. It'll be very hard to. So these objectives will be a bit more important here. Brand's just trying to put any sort of meaningful damage down. Singe is just annoying the Aurora, but yeah, just ticking down ever so slightly. But the Pantheon actually comes in, surprisingly. So they've lost a lot of tempo in the top side, so I think Grubs will just go to Jewpies, uncontested, unless he really wants to flash steal one. And but
He might.
yeah.
He might. Devastating stuff coming here for Destiny 2. A lot of things just falling out of place.
Yeah.
Poked down quite a bit. And again, I think he's just trying to push it, get a reset in. Makes sense? Yep, there it goes.
Yeah.
No supports are roaming up, so this is just going to be good old-fashioned bar fight on the top side for Rift. Oh, Grubbies, if Destiny 2 want to. We do see the TP coming through, so maybe.
I highly doubt it, because they just don't have any sort of tempo. Brand is not in position. Sin just being shoved under tower, so unless he wants to int for one, that's probably just my opinion. They drop a pink down, but not much. But we do have Nyla actually going in here.
They're going for it. Yep, here we go. Bar fight the top side. Oh, I know the Pantheon W gets cancelled by the, I don't even know what ability they took away. Byron tried his best, dropping the ult in, but only getting a few of them down to half HP. That was unfortunate timing though, that Simple J's W jump. I don't know the name of it. Like that right there, little pull that Hui does. What is it, like SQE or something?
Oh!
Or EE. Ooh, alright, little bot play coming in here. Art mode again, dangerously low here, but does make it under his turret safely. That's not what's supposed to happen in this lane, is what I thought.
It's not, but I think Brom ran out of mana, so he couldn't block any sort of
he is out of
damage. Yeah.
Oh no. It's alright, the CS is pretty much even, so nothing too scary yet. Oh, Microfire. Scaring him a little
Yeah,
bit.
but I don't like them overstaying here. Pantheon does have an angle, but they should just back safely.
Oh,
no, modified. Don't try to push the wave in.
He already has. All right, let's see.
All right, let's see
if they can get
what
away.
happens. All summoners are up.
Flash
Oh.
from now NC4J here. Deadpan is just going to walk away. Sun's coming down. Deadpan just gets away with a shred of his health left. 2 flashes, no kill. Again, this is just a very unfortunate sequence for the Destiny 2 this first game.
It is, but it gives them a bit of tempo, I suppose. But Soraka without summoners is pretty vulnerable here, so we're going to see if Destiny 2 can make anything happen. But 1.5k gold lead on the side of Jewpies is pretty nice to have at this stage of the game, especially when Second Dragon is coming up and people are finalizing their first items. So yeah, Pantheon is able to pilot some of these early game fights really well, be able to block a decent amount of damage with his abilities, but it's just going to be a matter of are they able to contest this with the Wukong ultimate and get to the backline. But I don't think they'll be able to against Brom and Tristana, so I think Brand will be a pretty viable target in their team fights.
Triforce kind of strong.
But I'm surprised that Samurai Kimchi or Monkey D. Heidi is playing pretty well, all things considered, in this top lane. So
yeah, wait, isn't that supposed to be Monkey D. Heidi?
Yeah, he's got 2 accounts. Yeah.
Coming in from I've lost already. Wukong got all 3 of them up. There goes 1. Chanel falls after him. C4J is just stuffing those 3 people. I completely forgot Modify's name. I don't remember the Nyla's ult, but beautiful. As soon as they all jumped on him, grabbing the ulti, pulling all 3 in. Alpha Acacia following up with the Wukong Cyclone. Just so much damage so quickly. It was just, the fight was just over as soon as the wombo combo hits.
Yeah, if you want to know about Nyla's abilities, so a Pith. Is that happening?
I just don't remember the name. I can look. Apotheosis.
Yeah.
Apotheosis.
Yeah.
What else we got?
And then you slipstream whenever she uses a dash. So.
Yeah. Cyclone.
But
Worlds.
yeah, pretty big fight, all things considered. Wukong picking up all the gold and the bank money on that one and the dragons. So this definitely puts a timer on the side of Destiny 2. A pretty big fight coming out of Jewpies Angels. They were able to get the jump and the item advantage compared to Destiny 2 with that big skirmish. And right now, I think Destiny 2, all they can do is put down a bit of poke and get all these plates as much as they can on the Tristana, because they really need her on 2 items to pilot these fights. Brand can put down the damage, Pantheon and Singe can do their jobs with Brom, but yeah, that Wukong is looking pretty scary right now. Yeah, so Jewpies Angels, they'd have a 3k gold advantage. It is pretty big at this stage of the game, 13 minutes in. And most of their items are completed, or their first items anyway. As Soraka ult comes in, Tristana's actually going in for a tower dive. Wow, okay. Beautiful play by Ardmona there. Will Ardmona be able to get out here? Brand is in here. Nyla does actually take a stun and she will die for her efforts. And that is what you need on the side of Destiny 2. They're able to pick that up here. Wukong does get onto Brand here and picks up a pretty big amount of gold. But Wukong's actually worth a lot of gold here. They're going to see if they're going to try and get onto Wukong here, but they're not going to challenge. Singe lives on a sliver of HP only to get ulted. And Reeling Polio will start proxying, and we'll probably pick up the first tower here if Singe is not able to get back into lane in time. And Blade X are just shoving in the spot lane here because he does have the tempo in mid lane. So crashing 2 waves at once there, pretty high strategic tech coming out from Blade Xer, and he's just able to affect the map a little more than Byron at the moment, thanks to the Wukong here specifically. But another invade coming out for the side of C4J, and he does get picked up pretty easily here, unfortunately, and gives the gold back into Modify's pocket.
Yes, sir. Sorry about that, everyone. I just realized that the league broadcast we used was actually not functioning, so that dropped all our like the scores and stuff. I had to just fix that.
Oh, that's fine. But hopefully it'll be all good for the next game.
Sorry, I just realized I turned that on.
Yeah, that's okay, but just a quick recap. Oh wow, there's already a play happening here in the bot lane, but Hui is just able to get out here. Braum using his ult preemptively there. Unfortunately, will not get much for it.
Yeah, a little overreaching for that one. He was already out.
Oh, he's surrounded on all sides, Nash. What is he gonna do?
Die. Yeah, and that's why I wasn't too thinking about the Singe, because if he tries to proxy past like what 10 minutes, then he's gonna hurt. He's just gonna die.
Yeah, he's just gonna die. Just right now, it's just looking like a pretty big jungle gap diff at the moment here. C4J just trying to get any sort of gold into his pocket, but just gets punished by the macro of Jewpies. And this rift will actually be pretty big in accelerating this game even more for Jewpies Angels. And I'm not sure being 5k down is going to do much about it for Destiny 2 to contest anything, because they can crack 2 turrets right now in the mid lane here, pretty much uncontested. So yeah, the Soraka pick coming out a bit clutch on the side of Jewpies. They're just able to heal the damage coming out from Destiny 2, and Wukong will be getting his Sundered Sky very shortly. So 2 items at like 18 minutes is pretty big for Wukong jungle at this stage of the game. So Destiny 2 have got a turtle. They got a turtle for the next 10 minutes minimum, I think.
Let's see if they can.
It's just, yeah, we'll see if they'll be able to, because right now this 3rd dragon actually puts them on a timer. So are they gonna just give it, or are they gonna try and steal it away? We're just going to see what strategy DS2 come up with. Is he just going to ult in and try to outsmite the Wukong here? We'll just find out very shortly. But that collector is pretty scary on the side of Modify here. Is if he's able to get in, he'll be able to collect a lot of bodies. But Soraka taking a bit of poke here, but does have the heal, so nothing to scoff at the moment. But really, Apollo does have TP advantage, so. Pretty big play coming out from Jewpies Angels here. Brand is being called out a little bit here. He does get CC'd back in, and he will die as a result. No, he's be able to heal it back out. Yeah. Whoa! He's dead.
I need to drop this scoreboard so I can see more. Modify, go back in. Sniper's coming through. Chanel trying to get out to safety. Modify flashes in, takes it down. C4J running through, got the turret to save him. But X is just running at him, still taking turret. C4J fleeing away. And falls to... I didn't even catch who killed him, but someone got him. Someone picked up the kill.
Yeah, someone. Yeah, and a pretty big mistake coming out from Ardmona, trying to flash in and make something happen, and just gets caught out by Blade X's fear and combo, and just pretty much gets 100 to 0 there. So,
yeah,
a bit unfortunate.
Quite unfortunate. They lost quite a bit for that. They lost 2 turrets at the team fight and the dragon.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think they could make that play any more detrimental to them, because they just wanted to contest the dragon, but I guess they wanted to try and outfight them, so to speak. The Pantheon ult comes in. A bit of miscommunication coming out from the top end jungle duo of Destiny 2 here, but C4J is trying to push the tempo here. If Aurora gets flipped... he dies.
Very cool. I mean, really, Polly got that fancy footwork, baby. He's going crazy on the Aurora. I like it. Oh, here we go. I'm jumping on already onto Modify, but I mean, doesn't quite get anything out of it. Also
just what these 2 ADC picks can do, Nash. It's just a matter of whoever engages can dash out and vice versa. So, you know, but Tristana will scale with the range as later the game goes, but neither can block a meaningful amount of crowd control to make fights happen, and we're going to see how that transpires, because right now soul point for the side of Jewpies, they're up nearly 10,000 gold at 19 minutes. It's unheard of, but Destiny 2, they're just trying to make things happen over and over again, and right now they just lost control of the map, lost control of the game. I think they just got to bank on Jewpies making a mistake at this point. That is true, but you can never count out Destiny 2. They kind of have that comp to try and turn fights around, but I just think that Soraka pick will just make them healthy enough to cover for the mistakes they're making. Ooh.
I don't know because like all these fights have only been like 3 to 4 members on either side. We haven't even included the top laners yet, and I think really Polio can impact the team fight a lot more than Samurai Kimchi can.
Oh, is that gonna... Yeah, big amount of damage onto Byron here, and just the gap between junglers at the moment is just so wide. And they're just going to start Artican, and then this will probably be curtains for Destiny 2 unless they can make something happen. But everyone is out of position. The Singe TP is actually coming in here. They will catch Pantheon here. Pantheon is actually forced to flash. Oh!
Over the wall, Cycler coming in defensively as well. Over Arcadia, here comes Modify into the backline. Really Polio, he's in as well. What's going on here? Now trying to take in front of 4 members of Jewpies. Over Arcadia still running down Byron Burns, and here comes William Polio into the backline. He does dash away. Chanel's just going to get run down and taken for a ride. Only 2 members of Destiny 2 make it out alive. Wow, no members of Jewpies. Here comes Hui. He's coming to one-shot you.
Oh, don't run in a straight line, my guy.
That's what I said. He gets fed. I mean, he just one-shots you.
What can you do? This is pretty much curtains for the side of Destiny 2 here, and I think it's just going to be a matter of them closing out with Soul, with Baron. Will they even need those? They probably will just close out in orderly fashion, take no risks. Because right now Jewpies are just firing all cylinders at the moment. They'll probably close out this game in the next 4 or 5 minutes or so. But Baron doesn't spawn until 25 minutes, so there's a bit of a window for Destiny 2 to implement some Destiny Bush tactics and see what happens, because a lot of summoners were blown on both sides. So if Singe is able to get in, maybe he can make something happen. But it's hard to say right now because being down 10,000 gold, Artican, Soul Point, there's so many things stacked against the side of Destiny 2 at the moment, and yeah, not much can be done about it if they can't get vision control or map control, because right now all the carries on the side of Jewpies Angels are so fed to the point where they can probably take on 2 members at the same time, so pretty scary. How Jewpies have shown up in game 1.
Alright. No worries at all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're looking good. You see Byron and C4J in the wings.
Yeah, right now it's just a tug of war on vision, and they're just trying to control the map as much as they can, to the point where if they can try and find any sort of opportunity. Like right now, Chanel's been caught out here, and William Polio and Alpha Arcadia will force that summoner out. Yeah, an overextension is ill-advised, because, yeah, 25 seconds till this soul point comes up, and Infernal of all dragons, Nash. What can they do being down nearly whole items on the side of Destiny 2 across the board against Jewpies? Like, they just don't have the damage, they don't have the health bars to do anything about it. The only saving grace is that they can see Hui topside, so they should try and force something. And we do have the Hui TP coming in. We do have Samurai Kimchi on the flank a little bit, but we do have an ult coming through. Nyla will get healed up. Oh, here we go. Oh!
I didn't even see Samurai Kimchi fall, but I saw his body. Oh, he's trying to make a way, but never mind. Blood Access sniping him with, I don't even know what that ability's called. It's the, the little, he killed Mona with it just before. The lightning strike.
Yeah.
Anyway, that looked great. That fight was looking very good for Destiny 2. They managed to get onto Modify, almost locking him down, and then pretty much almost one-shot reeling Polio up until Soraka pressed ult, and then he went back to like full HP, and they had to do it again. So then the raid boss's next stage came out, and yeah, it just wasn't happening. Oh, but Axa trying to 1v1 the turret, almost falling.
It's just a bit of old man hands coming in, just taking turret aggro a bit too much there. But, we let those ones slide, obviously. Just being up so much gold, so much dragon, so much everything on the side of Jewpies Angels. There's just not much can be done here. Just the ability to be up a soul point, and especially, a soul, especially when it's an infernal one. And I don't know. Just what can you do? You just gotta wait to fall over on the side of Destiny 2, because right now I think you're just hoping that someone actually just disconnects on the side of their team, but it's just showing that Jewpies are just playing so clean at the moment. They're able to play their front to back, get their macro down, and just make the necessary picks and blow the necessary summoners to ensure and guarantee these fights go their way without any risk. And this is just the consequence of picking blue side in this best of 5 series. So, yeah.
What happened? Where did all that damage come from? Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Where did that damage come from? They had full health, and then they had no health from one ability. What was that? Anyway,
Yeah.
Destiny 2 have fallen. Such a winning on Byron Burst. It doesn't even matter. He's down as well. There's only 2 defenders left for Destiny 2 to stop a 5-man onslaught of Jewpies Angels.
And this is what you kind of hope for on the side of Destiny 2, because right now they're slightly overextended. People will come up, and they don't have a minion wave, but they just get aced.
Yeah, I was about to say, I've only hit maybe able to do something incredible here, and then he got one shot by Brilliant Folio. I was like, that's right, he's Aurora. He can do that, that's right.
Yeah, and right now, just being up nearly 20,000 gold, closing out the game in 26 minutes, and they're just showing why they're the reigning champions. And Jewpies take a game 1 here pretty convincingly here. Nothing really happened on the side of Destiny 2. They'll have to go back to the drawing board, and hopefully they'll be able to make something happen. And not sure if we'll have a break. I think we'll just start the next game, and then we'll just, whenever teams are ready, we'll just get that one going. But I guess we'll quickly talk about the SVP and MVPs for that game, Nash.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on the SVP? Pretty hard one, to be honest.
I'd probably put it on Byron.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was noticing it. Like, I mean, they were all doing pretty well, like in terms of keeping up with farm. There was no huge discrepancies. But I mean, into Blood X, generally, like, it's rare to see someone that's not like 40 of like less than like 40 CS difference. He's only like, what, 20 by the end of it? I think he was pretty much always like at most 20, around the 20-25 CS difference mark. So he was doing pretty well to keep up. I know it's Brand, and Brand can, clear waves easily, but still, that doesn't... a lot of people don't actually keep up with CS well into Blood X, so that was pretty well done on him. And, I mean, damage numbers are there. Most damage on his team.
Yeah, that's what you kind of expect from Brand, right? Just unload all your skills and just pray it does enough damage and land the stun when you can.
Yeah, and I didn't really see him make any big mistakes. There was a few mistakes around on Destiny 2, but I think he played the cleanest.
Yeah, that's true. I think the only play that Destiny 2 made was that tower dive bot side, and they were able to pick up Modify when he was caught by himself just for a brief period while Dead Pain was coming from base. But Byron, like you said, he was just able to put down the damage necessary, but it just didn't really matter. There was no really notable plays besides that actual one, because Jewpies were playing clean to the point where they were just able to guarantee the winning play before the actual play started due to someone blowing a summoner or putting down meaningful damage before a skirmish or a fight. So overall, Jewpies played pretty well. So yeah, I'll go with your reasoning at the moment, Nash, and we'll give it to Byron. But as for MVP, it's a different discussion entirely.
Yeah, that's a bit hard. I'll also say before that, notable mention, Avmoda did get 100% kill participation that last game. So good on you, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, well, we can start with some things. 3 members had perfect games. Alpha Arcadia, Really Polio, and Blood Exo. They all had perfect games. Yeah. It's kind of hard to really
all right, well,
pinpoint
we can quickly break it down. If we just look at like advanced stats as an example, Nash.
All right, we're breaking it down.
Yeah, we have to break it down because everyone had perfect games, right? So we can probably
all right, this is bugged.
remove
It's bugged.
But we can probably remove bot lane from the
Anyway,
conversation.
yeah,
Maybe besides Soraka.
I would probably. I'd say it's between Alpha Acacia and Bloodexer.
Yeah.
I mean, really played a good game, and was.
Yeah.
He did brilliantly. It's just most of the time he was in the side lanes. He did show up for like a couple team fights, but he wasn't there all the time. Which I mean, you're a top laner. You're not supposed to be there all the time, just when you can.
Yeah.
So yeah, Alpha Acacia and Bloodexer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They pretty much played hand in hand. They were able to do the plays necessary to just keep the game the way it was driving. But I think Bladex made the necessary rotations ahead of his opposing mid laner and was able to be more of a tool for his team to guarantee the plays that they were making. I think that outplay onto Ardmona was pretty paramount to locking in the game for Jewpies, where Ardmona tried to flash in and make something happen, and then Bladex was just saying, "Hey, what's up? How you going?" And just one shot Ardmona, which was kind of crazy to see. Bit of an ill-advised play from the Destiny 2 ADC. I think I'm kind of, because Alpha Acacia was able just to meet C4J at every point of the game whenever he tried to invade or go for an objective, try to engage him, blow a summoner before a pretty big skirmish or objective fight. Like, both of these players played pretty flawlessly, in my opinion. So it's really tough to give it to either one of them. But I think it slightly goes to Bladexer, in my opinion. He was able to make the necessary plays around the map and follow his jungler, and vice versa. I probably will have to look at the replay a bit more closely. But just from the game state itself, it's just... Yeah, Blade XL is just running the map on his sway pick, and it's a pretty stock standard one from Nash.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I think we'll just quickly start to game 2 because we are delayed a little bit. So I'm pretty happy to give it to Blade XL for game 1. But then again, I think Alpha Acacia has a very strong argument, making all those big proactive plays around the map. Yeah, it's very tough to give it to... I want to give it to both of them. So, yeah. You know what? If I have enough riot points left over, I think I'll give it to both of them at the moment. I can't really distinguish from either of them, to be honest. So,
yeah,
I'll make a decision on that one later, I think. I can't fault either of them. They both played perfect.
They both had really good games.
But I guess we'll just get started on game 2, I suppose. Yeah. So get that one started. So if I have enough riot points left over, yeah, I think they both deserve it equally. I think is my current state at the moment.
Let's do this while I am doing this. Yeah, I think I know what was causing that crashing. I think the league broadcast we used was actually crashing the game.
Oh. Just more testing to be done before finals, I suppose.
No, yeah, I don't know. It's never done it like that before. Usually it just won't work. So, that's all right. So what I'll probably end up doing is I don't have the teams sorted on this account. Sad. All right, these two. All right. Yeah. All right. What I might do is, I'll probably just only use League Broadcast for the just for Champ Select, and then I'll just close it for in-game for now.
Yeah.
That way it won't just we won't have to keep doing all this messing around.
No worries.
Why is the...
But yeah, as we are getting ready for the lobby for game 2, I think Jewpies have made a pretty big statement on winning game one pretty convincingly and one-sidedly. It just shows that they've definitely prepped, especially with a sub. It just goes to show that they're reigning champs for a reason. They played pretty well. They had all winning lanes, and they were able to secure the win in sort of like a no debate contest, which is really good to see. But Destiny 2 have picked blue side as the loser of game one, so they really definitely need this bounce back game because not a lot of teams come back from 2-0. So this will probably be a very important one on the side of Destiny 2. Picking blue side first pick will be very important because they will lose counter pick to Jewpies Angels. So hopefully they will draft really well and make things happen for their squad. It's pretty hard to come back from a demoralizing game in a competitive setting. So hopefully this doesn't knock down Destiny 2 too much and they're able to refocus and get back on their feet, and we'll probably just go whenever we are ready. So we're going to see how Jewpies play on red side, and this will probably be pretty good intel for the side of the first finalist, Destiny, waiting for one of these teams to advance. But Jewpies are making a pretty strong statement.
Alrighty.
And I'll let you. So whenever you can say ready, Nash, and we can go in.
Nope, they already said they were ready, so we are off.
And all right, we are off to the races.
Oh,
and hopefully everything works as intended, but we're getting through the draft phase at the moment.
Yep, it's all working this time. I'm just
Hooray.
I just have to fix up a couple things, so I'll let you take the wheel for the second.
Yeah, no worries. All right, so looks like Destiny 2 are going back to taking out Blade X's champion pool. And the same with Jewpies as well. They're just trying to stop all the tools on the side of Destiny 2 from making any sort of proactive play. And I think Jewpies' strategy has sort of been pretty simple, which is just have all winning lanes that translates to a winning game. And we do have Ivan actually being banned out on the side of Destiny 2, so they don't want to deal with that Ivan red side pick that Alpha Arcadia has been practicing. We do have Zed being taken away as well, so they're definitely putting a bit more respect onto Byron here. The same kind of bans from first game here, but we do have Trundle being taken away on the side of Destiny 2. They don't want to deal with that pick when they want to pick sort of tankier picks on blue side, which is probably more advisable in my opinion. So we're going to see what the last ban is going to be for the side of Jewpies. It's going to be a jungle or mid lane ban, and it looks like Lilia will be taken away from the side of C4J, probably one of his more paramount picks on red side specifically, just able to be a menace and a nuisance. But we do have first pick Aurelion Sol. Nocturne being locked in here, so quite the statement coming out from C4J, locking in Nocturne first pick here. You can sort of play into that. There's a couple of picks that you can play into it pretty well, so we're going to see if Jewpies can respond accordingly. They should really pick. They could just blind Cassante because it's really Empolio's signature champ, and that's what they do. They can play. You can play Cassante into any champion. To be honest, it's just the amount of health regen and stats that champion has is a bit unfair. I think I saw the Shy get soloed by Cassante when Shy was nearly full HP and Cassante was on 100 HP. So it just goes to show that champion is fun to play against, especially when his ultimate and his Qs are up. So we do have Zach being locked in here. So a throwback to Nash. He's picking Nash as champion.
So everyone else gets to play Zach. I don't. Yeah, no worries. Yeah.
It is what
I'm about to flame so hard right now. Right, we're analyzing
it's just not fair, is it?
This is just rude. Anyway, this is an interesting draft that I've been missing out on. Cassante and Zach for what is that? Jewpies and hold on, I've just realized I have to fix that. And
That's fine. But we do have
there we go. Oh,
Kale being picked
right.
here. So
Yeah. Sorry. Jewpies are red side this game.
yes.
I didn't realize it didn't swap around. Here
Ah,
we go. This is an interesting thing they're trying to do. I see what they're trying to do, and this will be very interesting to see if they actually pull it off.
yeah, I'm hoping they too as well, because right now this is kind of like a do or die game for Destiny 2. They've got to try and make this work. So they're putting all their eggs into the Kale basket, so to speak. So they got to pick they sort of have like a dive comp, but at the same time they have a Kale. So it's a bit perplexing what their draft is at the moment. So hopefully their identity will be solved in their last 2 picks, because right now the Blitz crank that they banned previously, they're going to pick it on red side. No, they don't. They're going to go for the Nico. So Jewpies Angels definitely have a pretty well-rounded draft. I mean, you got the Cassante, the Zac, I mean, you got the Nico. I guess you can sort of flex the Nico into support or mid. And I have seen Nico jungle a couple of times, but not enough to confidently say that it is a winning pick, especially in jungle. But at the moment, we're just going to go through bans, and I think Jewpies are hovering a couple of ADCs at the moment. Try to give any sort of... try not to give Destiny 2 any sort of like easy starts to fights. And the Ash ban has been taken away. As a result, we're going to see what Destiny 2 will counter with. Looks like the ADC pool is going to be pinched. No, they're going to keep going into the Blade X mid champion pool, Nash.
Yeah,
it's just,
hasn't picked yet.
they committed to it.
Yo, when did Prodigium get here? Why is Prodigium with Jewpies?
Yeah, I don't know. But he's definitely got his cosplay on, that's for sure. So we're going to see what the last ban is going to be. Is it going to be another 80 carry pick on the side of Jewpies Angels? Are they going to ban Avaris or...
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything, because they'll have last pick, so yeah. There's nothing worth banning for in the mid lane here or supports for Jewpies.
Yeah, and they do take the Varus away, so he's kind of pinching Ardmona a little bit, but he's known to play a few more champions. But they do take away the Talia, which they could have picked it themselves technically, but they are lacking an identity at the moment. They cut between Nocturne and Rakan, and then a Kale that will scale throughout the game. So they either need to commit to one or the other identity, and I think they got to... It's going to be pretty tough to dive a Zac, a Cassante, a Nico. I guess the Jhin technically is immobile, but yeah, I mean...
Zac's a jungler, he dives you.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just trying to figure out what Destiny 2's draft is here at the moment. I think they just want to turn off the lights and hope they win the game, but we're going to see how they're going to round it out. And Jhin being locked in here for Modify. Pretty easy to set up a gank for Zac, especially when you have the Nico and the Jhin at range. But they're going to commit to the dive comp, and they're going to lock in Kai'Sa here. So pretty high risk, high reward on the side of Destiny 2, and they're going to round it out with the Gallios. So yeah, they kind of saved their draft a little bit. Is it enough? I'm not sure at the moment, but right now Jewpies Angels, they have the counter pick into the Galio. So
Do we get to see it?
not many you can pick, but
Nah,
based on his champion pool, he does have 2 counter picks here. So he's got 2 champions that do well into it, and one of them is the Ahri. So just trying to shove out the Galio with true damage, and make sure that he enters fights not on a full health bar. So
does Ahri still
I think it's actually going to be pretty hard to get on top of Jewpies Angels besides the Jhin picks. So yeah, they got their work cut out for them, that's for sure.
Does Ahri still have true damage? I thought that got taken out of her kit.
I thought it was still in it. I thought it was like on the queue.
Yeah, the queue,
when it comes.
Yeah. I thought they changed that.
Maybe I haven't been keeping up. I haven't played Ahri in ages.
I'm not sure. I mean, it could still be a thing. I know it was a thing. Anyway, that's all right.
Yeah, that doesn't really matter, but we're going to see. It's just more for her mobility and the ability to be such a strong utility pick. So a lot of damage actually falling onto the side of Jhin to carry these fights. There's one thing that you can probably count on is the lack of damage coming out from Jewpies' draft. But, Cassante, Nico, like they have enough base damage coming out of their kits, and maybe they can alter their builds a tiny bit. But the Kale, the Kaiser, they'll probably be able to, you know, output quite a bit of damage. But yeah, I think this game is actually going to really rely on how C4J can pilot this Nocturne, because not much is going to happen top. Not much is going to happen bot.
Doesn't look like a great game for a Nocturne. I'll be honest. This looks like this looks like a terrible game for Nocturne. Like,
yeah, that's why I was a bit perplexed when I saw it first pick. So
I would never first pick Nocturne. That's just because they immediately then picked Cassante Zac. Like, so Nocturne now can only really hit Jin and Ari. I mean, you can hit Nico, but Nico's a bit annoying. And even then, Ari just gets a. I'm not excited for Dana for this, or C4J for this game. This does.
What do you think would have been better picks besides the Nocturne? Just anything really?
Anything but jungle. I would not. I would not have first picked Nocturne here. I mean, like, yeah. I mean, I don't know his pool well enough, but I don't think he has.
I'm thinking if he actually misclicked Nocturne and wanted to pick a Mumu, but I don't know.
Mumu's slightly better. That I mean,
yeah.
I'm not a fan of first picking jungle.
I think the most ideal pick probably would have been like even a Jarvan or just something to frontline just a little bit more, because right now they're kind of lacking the ability to buy time for Kale and Kai'Sa to deal damage. Like, they got the CC to do it for sure, but they just don't have the health bars. So it's just how they're gonna, you know, burn through this Cassante. I think Kale will literally have to carry this game as the game goes. So Samurai Kimchi's got a lot of work cut out for him, that's for sure.
Yeah, so. I mean, there's, I don't know, man. They've got two bouncers at the door that aren't gonna move, Zac and Cassante. So I'm like, this is gonna, they have to do some. They're gonna have to get away with some crazy stuff in the early game to make this work.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty hard to gank all these lanes besides bot, because, you know, Cassante can technically buffer the fear to a certain extent. Ari can just ult out. And, you know, Nico and Jin, they play at range. So the all-in play coming out from Nocturne, Galio, and Rakana kind of really has to go onto the Nico and Jin, or else I just don't think their fights are going to turn out the way they want them to. So it's going to be a bit tough for them to make anything happen, but if any champion can do it, the later the game goes, it is going to be the KO. But if you just get Cassante, then it's going to be a bit tough. I can just see that happening, like, in a lot of fights, if really Empoleon is able to, you know, make those big flanks and, you know, just cause havoc, which he does consistently on this champion. But we might as well shout out our sponsors. Nash, you want to take it away?
Sorry, I'm just looking at this really quickly because I think it's about.
That's all right. I'll do it. It's fine. We just want to once again thank our sponsors for this tournament and the ability to play this wonderful game with the community and its players. Yeah, shout out to NTG, Next Tier Gaming Esports, Tangled Ventures, and The Array for hosting it for this year, as both of them go onto the Rift here. Change scenes momentarily, but it looks like they're gonna commit to, yeah, the Kale topside. Probably is pretty safe, all things considered. Probably will watch out for a gank or two, but right now everyone's just trying to figure out if their ping is normal, especially for down south players, because it looks like they're all on double ping at the moment, I think. But it is technically still playable, but, you know, not much can be done. They can pause it if they want to wait for it to go down a little bit, but
ooh, there we go.
I think they'll just play through it because it is playable, but we'll see how it goes. But pretty standard start coming out from both teams.
Ooh. Sorry, I got new buttons on this. I'm having a look at the new buttons.
Yeah, so you got Gold Graph, Team Fight, runes, all that good stuff.
This is how that works. Yeah. Does this button now
and total damage, total gold. So you can play around with those. This game will be pretty spicy once we have a fight go through, but hopefully the team fight one works as intended. I think there's two buttons for that one.
It looks like it's working. I mean, the no damage doesn't work, but the damage one works. Cool. Alrighty, yep. I'm just having a look. Now we're good. Now I know what the buttons do.
Nice, nice.
Alrighty.
But yeah, pretty standard start coming in from both sides here. I think Chanel just taking a lot of free damage for no reason is ill-advised, and they just lost lane off that. If Modify and Dead Pain can play it really, really well, they just lost a lot of tempo off that. But a quick shove and a quick gank could happen, but I don't think it will. Alright, level 2. They should shove out Rakan here, but just forced to get out of dodge on that one. And as expected, Galio is just getting shoved under turret, and whenever Electrocute is up, Blade Exa is laughing to the bank because that Galio is just not dodging anything and is now down to a third HP. It's a bit rough already for Byron in the mid lane here. This is just what happens when you pick Galio. It's just more of a counter pick, but if you can pilot well enough with Phase Rush, you can dodge quite a bit of that damage, but he's opted to go for Aftershock here. But we do have a bit of engage coming in for Rakan, a bit of a HP bar trade on the side of both squads. And I think both these junglers are just chilling at the moment, just doing a full clear. I just don't think anything's going to happen mid-top. I think all the action is going to be in the bot lane.
Looks to be.
Yeah,
I fixed that. Did I not fix it? Hold on. Don't mind me. I just have to refresh this. No,
it's alright.
Alrighty, it just doesn't want to. Okay, it's the overlay, which is I can't fix the scoreboard for the overlay. So.
Oh yeah, you have to update it as the game concludes, I think. So just do it in between that game and this game. But yeah, the scoreboard isn't representative of what's happened in the series so far. Jewpies have closed out game 1 in pretty convincing fashion. We do have game 2 here, and Cassante engaging onto KO, getting hit by every single Q. Will be forced to flash here. Pretty ill-advised flash, because that is first blood onto the side of Cassante. And you don't want to do that. But Zach's looking to smite this one away. We'll have smite in a couple of seconds, but won't be able to do much about it. He's forced to flash on his own, and C4J secures his camp, and I guess Zach loses a bit of tempo on his side, so not much you can do about that one there. Right now, it is a small gold lead to the side of Jewpies Angels on red side. First blood going to William Polio here, and he's just going to stack so much MR to the point where KO can't play the game. So we're going to see if he's able to do that. I don't think KO shoving top lane mindlessly is a good idea, especially when he doesn't have flash. I think he just wants to get the crash, which he will. I think William Polio will give it. But looks like Chanel's going back in, try to get a bit of damage, but does get hit by a lot of CC. Flash is relatively late, so he's going to chug on a couple of those potions, and hopefully they can both just reset without a lot of issues. Both of these bot lanes are out of mana, so they can't really do much at the moment. Going to wait for those mana bars to come back up, but I think Jewpies are pretty happy with this crash, all things considered, and getting the flash out of Chanel on the Rakan pick. So right now, Byron is just trying to survive in this mid lane at the moment. Is doing pretty well, all things considered, but still being down 10 CS at 5 minutes is not the best. And it'll probably be a bit more of a lead here. So right now, Destiny2 are just trying to focus on trying to win these lanes or get even in these lanes, because game 1 was a pretty big precursor of just losing lane, losing game. So hopefully they can do that on blue side. But some of these dragons will be delayed just a little bit, but I think the tempo on the side of Jewpies Angels would probably give them a free dragon if they started it right now, knowing that they had a window to start it, as their Destiny 2 bot lane is trying to get back into lane. But yep, they're going to start it. They probably could have started a bit earlier. They do have a window to contest here, but I think Byron just not having any damage in his kit, they will lack the damage to try and fight, so they'll just give this one up, and Jewpies Angels will pick up the first dragon.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and that's what I mean by the... Oh. They're trying to bait them in just a little bit. I can see what Jewpies are trying to do, but just if you're going to get hit by every Cassante Q, you'll not be able to lane. So hopefully Samurai Kimchi can fix that one up. But yeah, this is why William Polo loves this champion so much. It is a champion that is it can be broken in the right hands. So he's gonna miss the unstoppable there, unfortunately. Probably would have been able to blow the ult at least for Samurai Kimchi to opt the tower dive. But we do have Nocturne coming in here, Nash. Ooh.
There we go, yep, Nocturne on in, but here comes Zach as well. I might have just got ult past the one to modify. C4JM, anyway, forget it, he's dead. Here comes Zaka coming in with a double sling towards, but he's just getting taken down already because that is a Kai'Sa damage right there for max HP. He's in passive, but does not matter. Afro-Cager falls as well. Ooh, now Bloodaxe is in trouble here a little bit. Never mind, he is right next to his turret. I completely lost the plot for that fight.
It's all right,
the
but
new champions, I gotta lock into new names now. But that was a pretty good fight there for Destiny 2. Managed to pick up. Was it two? Was it 2 or 3 people? I know they got
3 for 1. 3
it
for 1.
was 3,
Yeah.
So yeah, they managed to pick up Dead Pain, Modify, and Afro-Cager.
And this is what I mean, like, if they picked any other 80 carry, but they want to pick Jhin for the utility, like, Nocturne has a window to make things happen. And that wasn't even, like, a clean combo on the side of Destiny 2 with Galio and Nocturne. It was a delayed combo, and the fact that it still worked, it just goes to show that DST2 finally have some tempo, and they have entered this game. And if they pick up grubs for the side of Kayle, I think it's actually going to be a bit of an issue. So Ari's actually been, if they saw Ari recall here, these are free grubs unless Zach wants to try and steal one. His ult should come up by the 3rd grub. We're going to see if he goes for one, because I think they need one here. They can't afford to give all 3 in my opinion. So but I think they actually will. So they're pretty confident in their lanes. They made a mistake and they said, hey, we're going to stand back a little bit and just give the objective when we need to. So we do have their bot lane coming to mid.
Sir.
Alright. But I think all the gold went in the right hands. Kai'Sa does need that gold to become a champion. Once she gets to that 2-item power spike, she is a menace.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, we have Zach coming in.
Running onto him, tries to flash away, but you can't flash it because he has already ulted you and queued you back into place. This is just
oh, Cassante could be...
Cassante. Oh, no. And he gets... Kill gets stolen by C4. Nah,
there's no way Samurai Kimchi outplayed that. That was pretty clean, but we do have another one.
Here we go. Elmo just ulting through all the traps. Modify is just not going to be able to get away here. He is stuck in place. Deadpan. Alright, I was about to be worried if he was going to continue that fight to try and kill Admona, but yeah, that's the like, Kai'Sa's actually a really good pick here, especially because she can avoid so much with her ulti as long as she doesn't get taken. Oh, alright.
Beautiful play from Nico.
In. Damn. Wait, Nico picked up both of them. Alright, bought the support. Stole both kills.
No. I respect the Nico pick there. That was actually a really good play.
Yeah, no, that was clean. That was clean.
Yeah, the Nico was patient enough to wait for the Rakan to combo, and then she landed a flash stun and just secured the double kill there. So unfortunate that was able to pick it up, but still they lose a lot of tempo, they lose a lot of CS on the bot side, and it gives a window for Jhin to just try and catch up in that department because the Kai'Sa was starting to get out of control. So Jewpies are really good in realizing that, and they had to punish the bot lane of Destiny 2 when they didn't have any summoners. So well played to them. And that evens out the gold because the big shutdown went onto the side of Dead Pain there, the substitute coming in for Jewpies Angels. So they even out the game once again, and they have a dragon to boot. So pretty happy with them all to do so. But yeah, Cassante picking up the Kaenic there, just survive the lane and keep building that MR, buddy.
just tickling him at that rate. It's not a whole lot of damage. This is not looking too good for Jewpies now.
The thing is, like, the Jhin is a bit weak at the moment, but they do have the upfront damage coming in from the Nico. So if the Nico is able to make a play happen without flash, it'll be a bit hard, but it's not impossible.
It's more so that
Jewpies have the decision. Yeah.
It's more so that the Kai'Sa can actually shred through the tanks, just with the
that too.
Passive max health damage. So that's the that's the only unfortunate thing here.
Yeah, and the dragon is up here, and I guess the Nocturne Galio combo is pretty scary to play into. They'll probably will wait for the flashes to come back up from Nico and Jhin, so I think if they realize what happened before, they can play it safe and give this dragon, or they can, you know, contest it with being on red side. And they're going to start that one up here. Galio is out of position a little bit, so he won't be able to combo. They do have vision of Nocturne now, and this is a bit scary. The Cassante has come down, so it is a 4v5, and they probably will try and steal it. They shouldn't fight this. They should back off. Yeah. Sensible play coming to the side of Destiny 2, realizing they didn't have a numbers advantage. Ari is forced to TP topside to cover William Polio's lack of a TP, but we do have Rakan coming in.
With the ulti. Here comes Alpha Occasion as well. But, did I see Armodo ulting already? That was so quick. 1-5 on the run over the wall. C4J is running him down. I saw Byron Bernstein ulting into the fight as well. Modify pops the what do you... Barrier. That's it. Barrier. While I couldn't find Barrier, they did find Alpha Acacia in 4 pieces on the floor and just started hammering on him. That was... Yeah, that's not what you want to see happen. Nocturne ulti wasn't even up for that. Just Chanel finding a great engage onto I think it was Modify and Deadpan Pain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just found the W engage, found the ulti to keep them there. Then obviously the entire Destiny 2 just collapsed on top of them. Well, barring Samurai Kimchi.
Pretty much.
Very good engage comp for that. Just the 1-2 combo from Byron Bernstein and Chanel. Very, very worrisome.
It is, but that was a pretty big play, all things considered. Alpha Acacia was able to time his ult combo perfectly to the point where he interrupted Kai'Sa out of her ultimate, which is pretty hard to do. We'll just leave that to skill. But Hexplate definitely coming in clutch for C4J on the Nocturne, was able to run down the necessary carries to do the damage. And right now, Nico with no flash is a dead champion.
Wow, I didn't know you could go for Hexplate first on Nocturne. That's pretty cool. Oh,
yeah, because it decreases your ultimate cooldown, and it's a very snowbally champion. So Hexplate gives you ultimate haste, which is 30%. Which is very scary, because now they can accelerate the game with the Nocturne. So the first blind pick Nocturne actually working out really well, and I think Jewpies is just an oversight on picking Jin on the bot side here. Was not much you could do here, but we do have the combo coming out and CC'd 100 to 0. The Charm and the ultimate coming out from Blade Extra and Alpha Acacia pick up Samurai Kimchi without even trying to press R, just didn't have the ability to do so. So a nice pickup here. They probably could have cracked top, but they're resetting for Rift here, which is pretty good. We do have Rakan ulting really early on the Cassante, because Kai'Sa does a lot of damage to these tanks relatively early, and I think Cassante is just going to walk out eventually. We'll hit a beautiful combo.
They have to kill Arbona here first. They have to run him down. Ooh, the Real Employer flashing in. Here comes Deadpan with the ulti. He's got 2. Chanel's going down, but gets away. Real Employer takes down Byron Bernstein. He's in the middle of them. Sorry, Chanel falls. Arbona safely under the Samurai Kimchi's ultimate, but Samurai Kimchi falls, does not have the ultimate for herself. Now C4J Arbona trying to run for their lives. Alpha Acacia does land the Q sling, and Hoop that Jin gets them with the 4th shot. Oh, what? No, it was the 2nd, wasn't it? Yeah, it was the 2nd. Damn. So much cooler to say the 4th shot though. Anyway, that was quite the turnaround for Jewpies. I mean, that's what you want the fights. That's how you want the fights to go. That's how you want them to go.
Yeah, and I think that was pretty well played by William Polio. He was able to buy enough time to allow Alpha Acacia to hit that combo, to allow his team to regroup. And Ari will have her ult up again. Malignance is a wonderful item, and he'll pick up a tower from Troubles as well.
Whoa! What are you doing there, Hubmona? You saw him walking towards you. Why? Alright, that's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate, but this is the thing with picking Ari as well. Like, if you have Malignance, your ultimate's going to be on a 60-second something cooldown, so you need to keep track of it, or else you're just going to get, if you're just on a side lane with the Ari as a Kai'Sa, it's going to be a bit hard to outplay the Ari unless she purposely misses Charm. So, but both teams are definitely scrapping against each other, but Destiny 2 are now on a timer here because the Dragon is coming up, and it's going to be a pretty important one for the side of Destiny 2 specifically, because this will give Soul Point to the side of Jewpies Angels, and we're going to see if they're going to be in position for this one. But right now, they're saying Rift is more important. They want to really open up the map a little bit more to allow the Nocturne to have more angles, so I can understand, you know, the reason why to do it, but they just give a lot of map control to the side of Jewpies Angels. Now they have to walk into them and limited vision, and it's going to be a bit tough for them. I think Blade X has got a bit of gold, so he's looking for a TP angle, but we'll just TP to his mid lane turret. I think
this isn't looking so good now. They're split up. They're
definitely split up. They will have to rotate the other way. I think Byron's just going to walk in here, but I think they're going to try and pick up the Zac here, which is really, really good.
Zac's already fallen away. Here comes Schnell ulting in, and that's going to take Nico out for sure. William Polly now, the final member on the bot side, alone, trying to make his way towards his mid lane of Exa, but he does find a way through. Exa is there trying to help him out. Here comes Modify. Never mind, just does the W and walks away. Yeah, trying to keep it easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Oh, the ghost has been popped for Schnell. Gonna try to do something. Trying to move. Oh, here we go. Flash coming in through.
No.
He's trying. Oh, the Impolo just get. Never mind. He's dead. I thought he got away. He did not get away. Bland X running back in. Bland trying to like play at very edge of a range here. Dragon does.
They're playing with fire. Jin's dead.
And Modify's dead.
Oh no, this is not what you want to do from Jewpies Angels. They're just giving gold to the Kayle and the XP, and they don't want to do that. I know the gamer is on a timer, but right now the damage necessary that they need coming out from the Jhin is just not there at the moment. Even though Jhin did pick up a shutdown or two, does have Dark Harvest Rune. It's a bit tough for them now to play this game. If Destiny 2 play front to back the way they've been playing this game, eventually they'll out-team fight Jewpies to the point where they'll beat them into submission and win the game. But right now, it's just, I think the Nico pick is going to be super important for these fights moving forward. They're able to find a flank, able to hit the necessary people, then they can combo them with the Zac, and Cassante can single someone out. But it's going to be a bit tough for them now because Galio's getting more tanky. The Nocturne's dealing even more damage, and the Heisa is fed beyond belief. So even though it's only a 1k gold lead at this point of the game, it just feels like the Kayle's just able to scale and they're not able to do much about it.
Yeah, it is getting very interesting.
But they really want to crack this mid lane turret. They got the Rift to do so, so they're waiting for the next dragon to spawn most likely, so they can secure that second dragon and crack mid at the same time, which is pretty good coming out to the side of Destiny 2. And Kayle on the side lane just not being punished by the Ahri or the Zac. It's just, if you're able to scale without a lot of deaths, then you probably take that any day of the week if you were Samurai Kimchi on this pick. So right now, it's just a bit of a stalemate at the moment. Hopefully, Samurai Kimchi realizes that didn't need a TP there necessarily. Probably could have pushed out top a little more and grabbed that turret. But I think they just want to force Jewpies to answer this Artican. And they saw, maybe they knew that Jhin was out of position. Maybe this is why they started it. Probably one for the VOD review, but pretty big fight coming up, Nash.
Yeah,
pretty big one.
Look, this isn't great. This is a terrible fight for Destiny 2. I don't think they want to do this. Like, if they let them start a fight here while they lose all their. All right, here we go. Here comes the Zac. I didn't know who got it. Samurai Kimchi picked up the Artican, but we got a big fight here. Kayle already down on Super J. He's trying to run through his team. Then, all right, we already have two members down for Jewpies Angels. But Modify snipes them in the backline. I can't even see. Their names are moving around too quickly. But X is living on 1 HP. Byron Burns is about to fall as well. What is happening in this team fight here? But like I said, terrible fight for Destiny 2. Oh, hold on, maybe he lives. No, he does not. I told. Wait, what? Penta?
Jhin got offensive.
Alrighty. So, alright, that was a delayed reaction. So, ladies and gentlemen, number one thing, when you have a lead, you don't want to just give your lead away by, oh, we're gonna start Artican and we're gonna force you guys to fight us and we're gonna kill you. No, that's not how it works. Artican shreds your resistances. So when you start that fight, you're now at slightly less HP, you have no resistances, and the enemy team just starts hitting you like Prime Mike Tyson. One hit and you're down. Like it's this is why you always this is why, and especially Jewpies, they never go for Articon unless they're super in position for it, or they have a pick to go off of. Sure, they did get the Articon, but now look at the gold swing. They're now like they've got 2k gold up. They have agency to start making plays on the map. And now the Jin, who wasn't doing so much damage, just got 5 kills worth of. You know what? Hold on, let me see. Jin is now the proud owner of the richest man on the Rift. He is now overtaken Ivan in gold earned. So he's got 3 full items. He's now got 3 full items.
Yeah, he pretty much picked up nearly 2,000 gold in that fight.
He has now picked up his safety net of RFC. So now he doesn't have to get as close now. So he has that little bit extra time to run, which is great for Jin in this game.
It is, and I have to shout out probably the saving grace in that fight, because it looked really, really close, was William Pollier. He was able to combo the main carries when it mattered. As soon as Articon was stolen away by Samurai Kimchi as the smite fight went through for both junglers. So it's not all doom and gloom for the side of Destiny 2. They did pick up Articon, but a lot of summoners were blown in that fight, and Jewpies Angels are sitting on a lot of flashes. So hopefully they have the foresight probably to give this dragon, because right now they just don't have the ability to really contest it. So dragon has spawned, and I think they're going to try and ego it here.
Looking for that engage. Nope,
I think they should just take mid lane. No, they just go in.
Here comes C4J onto the backline here. Nico pops the ulti. Here comes everyone is just jumping into the backline. Modify on low HP does find his way alive. Thereby gets taken out, but let's go watch out as well. Real and Polio trying to fight 1v2 against Byron Bursting, and he never lied. Here comes Alpha Arcadia trying to jump onto that KO. The KO does manage to make it away. Here comes everyone is now on top of the tanks. And I can't keep this. I can't keep up. It's too quick. There's too many moving parts.
There's no way that just happened.
I mean, there was 2 things. There was 2 things that really sold that fight for Destiny 2. The main one being that I don't know if it was on Vision or not, but Alpha Arcadia was looking for an engage. And because he didn't use the jump, it didn't go on a full cooldown, but it was still on cooldown. So when C4J actually engaged, as soon as he stopped charging it, he didn't have the opportunity to jump in and appeal for his team. So then C4J jumps on him, Byron Bernstein jumps on him, Oddmoda jumps in, Chanel jumps in, and it's just chaos.
I think like, it's definitely for a VOD review, but the combo coming out from Destiny 2 were actually really big, because the CC that came out of the Galio and the Rakan at the same time isolated Blade Exa with Ardmona in a 1v1, and Blade Exa was not able to dodge out the big damage coming out from Kai'Sa in that 1v1 in the backline, and that kind of secured the team fight win on the side of Destiny 2, and they were able to secure Ocean Dragon for that one as well, and Samurai Kimchi actually secured a lot of gold. But the ult, they turn off the lights again.
On top Modify is just dead. Here comes Alpha Arcadia. Actually gets charmed out of his ulti. He's on top of 3 members. Chanel just gets out in time. He's now continuing with the jump onto C4J. He does miss his Q at point blank range. Byron Bursting knocks him up. He flashes out, does live. Really Polo now trying to save his teammates here. But X going in, does miss his charm onto C4J, but should still pick him up right soon. Oh, does get it. He comes to ult reset, and but X picks up another kill here. Here comes Alpha Arcadia trying to extend the fight, but
This should be a Baron. This should be a Baron, but they're not going to take it. They're going to go for mid lane turret.
Yeah,
but
mid lane and jungle camps.
Yeah, I think this is pretty ill-advised, especially when there's a fed Kai'Sa on the map here and a Galio with ult. Like, they can just turn it on anyone right now. Hopefully Kai'Sa recognizes that and Galio's right in his pocket, but he's going to go for it? No, he doesn't land the Q necessary.
I don't think he can jump in. If he jumps in, he has to die. Even with the follow-up from Byron Bernstein, he then has to get out of the CC lock that is Zach that's going to jump in on him.
I just don't think that Zach can react quickly enough by the time Mona gets damage down. So it's like, what can you do?
Yeah, he could pick up the double before Zach lands, unless he messes it up somehow.
All right, but it's a bit of a messy one, all things considered. But Destiny 2 definitely making the more proactive, aggressive plays with the Nocturne. C4J just commanding his team to
go in.
just try to cause chaos on the side of Jewpies Angels because they're definitely more confident with their front to back. They're looking at this top lane turret here and they can melt it.
Ulting and Modifier's getting caught out again. Okay, he's just dead.
So protecting a tier 3 is not the best, but this actually gives a Baron window for the side of Destiny 2 here, so they can force the hand of Jewpies Angels right now, especially not having the AD damage necessary coming out from the Jhin. So this is a very smart play coming out from Destiny 2, but the charm misses from Ari. But the KO will heal up with the honey fruits, so they will pick this one up here. Zac should get in the pit right now. Does get taunted and will get punished.
C4J picks it up and yeah, he messes up. C4J is now running in on top. Out here comes Byron bursting as well, ulting over the wall. Here comes Chanel.
They're gonna try. They're gonna beat them. They're gonna do it.
Oh no, that's fine. The fight's done there. They lost two members for that steal attempt.
Yeah. Hopefully Alpha Arcadia looks at the VOD review, because when you get taunted, you have to manually smite. Like, you can't just hover over and press it. You have to click it. That's the whole point of the taunt mechanic. So, pretty big taunt coming out from Byron there. And now they're going to try and accelerate this game. 4K gold lead is really, really big. The Kale is online. Level 16 here. Galio being beefy. Nocturne ult up every 40 seconds. They definitely have all the tempo on their side. They've taken the top tier 2 as well. And Galio will try to taunt Byron. I mean, really in Polio, but they do have the ult coming out from the Jhin just to get them off the turret because they don't want to open up the game just yet on the side of Destiny 2, but they should recall, spend all their gold. They have a 5k gold lead. They're in the driver's seat at the moment, and right now Blade X is forced to buy Zhonya's because the dive coming from Kai'Sa and Nocturne is so much damage, gets blown up just in a couple of autos, so he's forced to buy a defensive item here, but they do have, you know, the ability to turn these fights around, but they're just lacking the damage with this composition at the moment here. So maybe Zac needs to build a bit of AP, who knows? Because if the Jhin just gets blown up, they just lack the damage for these fights.
If Zac builds AP, it makes him, it'll make him vulnerable. That's the only issue.
Yeah, right now, I think
it's just a
Byron has built. Yeah.
It's just they have to just make sure that Chanel can't get close to Byron and Bloodex. So that's it.
Yeah.
They just have to body block. Zac can't really. Right now, Zac shouldn't really be looking for jump-ins. He should never mind. Here
is he taking it off?
Oh, here we go. Bloodex is charmed up by Chanel here as well. Oh, I don't even see where CPJ is. CPJ is on the back right now onto top of Modify here.
Oh my god, they're melting.
He's trying to body block, but he can't. Oh, he can, but not for very long. Zac has fallen, and now Modify takes it. Gets taken down as well, and Bloodex.
Going boys, they're doing it. They've done it.
Yeah,
Destiny 2 have taken a second game. The death timers are too long, Nash, and this is the problem with this draft. When you lock an immobile ADC as your last pick, you have to make sure you can pilot it perfectly. Because Modify, even though he's picked up a pentakill, and it's just too hard. You need some sort of pick to try and stop the dive, but they don't go for the end. I guess they just want the dragon and stall out the game even longer. But yeah, they have the damage to clean up, but maybe they're playing super safe. Yeah. Okay. All right. So they pick up dragon. They're going to spend their gold, and they're going to give Jewpies one more chance to try and out team fight 8,000 gold down. So yeah, looks like they're going to give him another shot.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of, they just push it to the base and it's over.
I'd say it's over, but yeah, I think Jhin has to play out of his mind to try and fight these diving picks, because if he just gets blown up, they lack the damage. So it's gonna be a bit tough for them. And the Kale's just pumping out so much. Just the Kai'Sa on 13 kills and the Kale on 9 kills, but just pumping out so much damage, keeping the team alive with his ultimate, and Dead Pain just practicing the Nico mechanics here. So yeah, we definitely got a series now on our hands, and I think blue side is definitely pretty favored.
Oh, like that's almost 100 CS difference in the mid lane. Holy hell! Not that it matters, because he's doing his job. Oh, here we go. She's now getting charmed up. Does just dash away.
Yeah, full combo coming out from the Ari. Only probably going to take a third of Rakan's health, so Rakan in no immediate danger. I think flat AP is going to be Blade X's best friend for the next 5 minutes, because I think Baron coming up in 90 seconds, they'll be forced to answer, or else they won't have the range necessary to stop the Kayle from taking these turrets. But
Extra finding Chanel here, but I think
yeah, he's not going to go in, unfortunately, because they just don't have the available info to take that confident fight. So, those are the very few opportunities where you have a chance, but you're playing. It's a Rakan of all picks. So, DST2 definitely fighting in this game too, in the driver's seat with the 8k gold lead, and now they're just going to push this bot lane turret. Any notable items coming from the side of Destiny 2? Yes, Zhonya's galore on the side of their squad. Kayle, Kai'Sa, and Galio all picking up stopwatches. They're going to look very rich and very blingy for taking this this tower, but they're going to not take it. So I think they should just get to the Baron, get Baron control, close out the game. I think Kayle can just oh no, they're going to force a fight here, but probably not onto Cassante of all champions. Just force him out, very good, and then get the Cassante.
Oh, Chanel's forcing it in. Here comes Alpha Occasion as well. J-Pain drops the ulti. 4 members are still live and love, and C4J is just going ulting in under the turret, but they're fighting it well under the turret here. Byron bursting now, ulting on the turret. What is going on here? This is not the fight you want to be looking for as Destiny 2. Byron bursting is just the sacrificial lamb. Oh, maybe.
What gets out?
Maybe. Yes, he does. And Admona's almost picked him up. Almost. Jesus, that was scary. Oh, Modify, don't get too crazy. Oh, Alpha Occasion is getting popped into his groups. He's gonna die. Oh, Alpha Occasion does manage to jump onto. Never mind. His team's up there. Never mind. All TP, yeah, really Polo coming in. Never mind, we're extending this team fight.
Alrighty, we're going through.
Yeah, really Polo finding Admona, but Admona does ult to safety. Chanel in the wing here. Samurai Kimchi just going to escort him back to his turret. Modify almost dying right then and there. But never mind, here we go. Byron Burst is back for a vengeance. Chanel finds Modify, takes him down. Really Polo now a 1v4 situation. He is trying to run away, but X is trying to catch up to him as fast as he can. He's unstoppable. And he's now stoppable.
He is.
That is. I don't even know what that team fight was. Again, these team fights are just too quick for these two teams. Everyone's diving on to each other. I can't even see nameplates, let alone faces.
That's true, but a bit of an ill-advised play coming out from Destiny 2, giving a window for Jewpies to try and out-team fight with an additional person, which was the turret. But I think Jin picked up quite a bit of a shutdown on the side of C4J. Had a little bit of gold, but they can't contest this Baron now because it's melting away. And I think they just need to push and end the game and spend all their gold and push mid. I guess Sol coming up as well, so they can take their time with it. But
Sol's already been taken. That's what do you call it? Elder.
Oh yeah, Elder or Sol, or it should be Sol. Yeah, Sol. So fourth Ocean Drake.
All right, there's a thingy on my screen then. It's it is too. Sorry, yeah, because there's a it says there's a missing file for the icon or something for some reason. So I think it's just a dragon.
Oh, it is what it is. But I think this comp coming out to the side of Destiny 2 is working out, all things considered. And I think Jewpies just made an oopsie in the later parts of their draft. But they're gonna just push bot here. I'm gonna take Sol, push mid, end the game. They got Baron lasts us for quite a while here, but they are taking their time. They're trying to finish it up in TSM fashion, just take everything off the map and win the game. Ocean Soul's gonna be really tough for them because they can just take a fight and then they can just go back, get all their health back, and take a fight again. So all the tempo is on their side, especially for Ocean Drakes on the side. So that gives them, 10% of their missing health every 5 seconds, so they can heal right back up, no problem, especially with a Kayle in their pocket and Rakan. So yep, they're making sure Jewpies don't get the jump on them. I think Deadpain's got a pretty big task ahead of him with this eco pick here, because right now you can land your combo, but you're just not doing anything meaningful if Jin's not able to unload enough damage.
Oh, I hear that Alpha charging. I hear him charging it. Nope.
They need to push mid, it's open, so hopefully they do that. Just leave Kayle bot and push mid, I think is the play that they should be going for, but they're just huddling around as a 5-man squad. They're just here we go, they found the Jin.
Modify is the target. Chanel coming in. Modify does flash away early. Someone's fallen already. Deadpan's down. Really Employer ulting onto Byron Bernstein. Outright Cage does pull Chanel and C4J in together. Chanel ulted by Samurai Kimchi here, but I don't even know who's fallen already. I see a flash coming in from Chanel as well. We got only 2 members left on Jewpies team. Bloodexer and Modify. Can they? No, they can't defend. It's too much. The gates are falling. Modify's crying.
It's
he's about to
game
doesn't get
over.
knocked up though. But yeah, damage there.
Wow, okay. Destiny 2 take their time, but they were definitely in the driver's seat for the last 10 minutes of the game, and they secure game 2, making this officially a series 1-1 apiece. Blue side seems to be favored for both teams specifically, and now we can actually discuss a proper MVP and SVP for both of these teams, as Destiny 2 decided to give away game 1 just to show how strong they really are. So
all right, went to the
pretty
wrong one.
happy. Yeah, pretty happy, all things considered. I think Jewpies need to really go back to the drawing board, and they did make a mistake in draft in the second part of that ban phase. So it's just a matter of were they just going for comfort, or they realized they were actually lacking damage. So not much you can do when you pick a Jin ADC and an Ahri mid if you're not able to supplement that damage if one of them go down. So I guess we'll discuss SVP first for the side of Jewpies Angels, just not really the discussion we normally have because they usually win their games. So what are your thoughts on SVP, Nash? We've got a series on our hands.
I don't even want to know. I mean, I don't even know for SVP. It was maybe I'm leaning towards Bloodexer a little bit. Not a. I don't know. It's I know Modify.
Yeah.
I know Modify got a Penta, but it's. Yeah, but I don't know.
It is.
He got a Penta, but he needed to be the damage dealer, and there was a lot of times he was overstepping and then got caught out because he was walked up too far.
I wouldn't even call it overstepping. Like in the grand scheme of things, when you have a Nocturne that has a 40-second CD and you have a Galio backing you up, it's just like if you can't deal with that Nocturne one-on-one that has a hex plate, like you shouldn't be picking Jin into it.
Yeah,
so
I'm not even talking about I'm not talking about the times he gets altered by Nocturne. That's not his. Like, it's gonna happen. You can't really stop it.
Yeah. You can't really stop it, but that's what started all these fights, right? Just the ability for C4J to say, hey, we're going to press the green light button. We're just going to go onto this Jin. We're going to take out the main source of damage on their team. And because he was taken out so much earlier in these fights, he wasn't able to pump out the damage. So his numbers would have been a lot higher. But as a result, Bloodexer had to supplement that damage, dashing in and out, trying to land those charms and those well-placed Qs. And when they didn't land, the fights kind of snowballed out of their control. So not much they can do. I guess Brilliant Poly had a really good start to the game where he was able to solo Samurai Kimchi with pretty good play. Not much you can do if you're not going to dodge Qs from Cassante. But yeah, Alpha Arcadia had a couple of good fights in the early game, was able to supplement the CC and the damage necessary to, keep his team in the game, so to speak. But I think just the ability for the mid lane coming out from Jewpies Angels, Bloodexer was just able to dash in and dash out at the necessary times to keep his team alive for as long as they were. So I'm pretty happy to give SVP to Bloodexer in the mid lane once again. Just the rest of his team just made critical mistakes at the wrong time. Nico had a lot of good ultimates. Deadpain was able to, get the fight starting, but because the draft diff came in, just wasn't enough damage. Even getting 4 or 5 men multi-knockups was just immediately cancelled by the Galio ultimate. It's just rough. This was actually a bit of a draft diff, surprisingly, coming out from Destiny 2, because they had a clear identity. They baited with the Nocturne pick. I don't know if it was big brain or not, but I'm going to give benefit of the doubt to Dana. And, teams don't necessarily win blue side Nocturne, especially when it's picked first. It's very rare that it happens, but they were able to make it work. The Galio Nocturne combo became pivotal, and the Rakam was able to back it up and land the necessary CC. So SVP definitely goes to Bloodexer for that one, keeping his team for as long as they did alive. But MVP is a different discussion, Nash. Everyone played their role really well.
Yeah, MVP is hard. Very hard.
A lot of these fights wouldn't have happened if Nocturne didn't pull the trigger. So that's his job, right? I mean, his team plays itself. So I think the biggest moment of that game was, even though Jin or Modify got a pentakill, Artican, they weren't securing it, but they were able to get the gold back. The following fight where Ardmona was able to get to the back line and then assassinate Blade Exa was a pretty big moment in swinging the game back in their favor. And you can't really do that unless all people on the same page, the Galio and the Nocturne, the Rakan were able to CC the entire team. And then Mona had a one-on-one on the back line with Blade Exa and was able to output the damage necessary because Blade Exa doesn't have any magic resist, so he gets immediately blown up if he doesn't land that charm. So Mona had a lot of proactive follow-ups in that fight and put out the necessary damage. And I think the KDA and the damage speaks for itself because he topped it for his entire team with 31 KDA, 31 KP. So I think Ardmona did the necessary outplays, but you can make an argument for Byron, Nocturne, Kael, Rakan setting him up for success. But unless he pulls that trigger, they don't win most of those fights. So even though Nocturne or C4J was able to make the necessary plays in the early mid game, I think Kai'Sa had a pretty tough time trying to make things happen. So piloted the champion really well. So we haven't had a lot of Kai'Sa pop-off moments either. So it was really good to see. So I'm kind of leaning towards Ardmona here slightly, but I could give it to Dana or any one of the other members. But if he doesn't pull that trigger, a lot of those fights would have turned out a bit differently. So I think the team set him up for success, Nash. So what are your thoughts?
I'd be happy to give it to Ardmona. He played Kai'Sa very well.
Yeah. And I think if he doesn't do that, then, it's very tough. Like, I'm sure the KO could eventually carry those fights and, do the necessary things that Kael does, but piloting Kai'Sa at that level is, a bit more challenging. So I'm kind of leaning towards Ardmona. So I guess we'll just give it to him, I suppose.
Yep.
Congrats, Ardmona for MVP, Blade Exa for SVP. Back to the drawing board. We have a banger series on our hand. It's one game apiece, and I guess we'll just create that series or that game straight away. Both teams seem to be ready. But man, it looks like Jewpies Angels have choice and they're going to opt for red side. So they want that counter pick once again, and they're going to go back to the drawing board. Oh, man. It was a bit challenging to cast that game for yourself, hey Nash. It was just so many things happening.
It was a whole team dive comp, so it's a bit it's a bit hard to keep up when they're all just on top of each other. What I do need to do actually is I didn't get a chance.
I haven't done play by play in a while, so maybe I'll give it a crack. You're kind of inspiring me a little bit.
I haven't. I need to put the hotkey in for.
Yeah, you need to put the results in as well, I believe.
No, I don't. League
broadcast. Oh, is it done? Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
League broadcast does automatically.
Oh, it does. Oh, that's very easy.
Yeah. The first game, it didn't work. The second game, it did. No, I got to put in the keys so I can zoom out.
Oh, so you just press one button instead of doing Control Shift scroll wheel?
No, I got to do the Control Shift thing, but it hasn't been working.
Oh, I usually do it at the start of the game.
Yeah, that's what I usually do, and it's not working.
All right, I'm missing out basketball for this, but it's definitely worth it now. DST2 have shown up, so I'm really happy that they do. If they make the Cinderella run happen, it's going to be legendary. So I honestly feel like this is KT versus Genji from last night that I watched the highlights, because this is turning out exactly how it's turning out. I can't remember. Yeah, C4J is kind of looking like KT Cuz at the moment, just making these big plays in these big moments and securing objectives when he needs to. So he's looking pretty clean at the moment. Pretty excited for this series now. So I think we're going to see, looks like Kel'Thas is in now because Samurai Kimchi had to go.
Yeah, Kel'Thas is in from this game onwards.
Oh man, okay.
Yeah, we'll see how he goes. But alrighty, I need to go to the bathroom. So do you want to just go in for a quick break?
Yeah, sure. 2-minute break.
Yeah, we'll just do a couple minutes break, and we'll be back for game 3.
Awesome. See you soon.
town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. Alrighty, welcome back, everyone. We are back.
We are back.
Just gonna let everyone know that we are now ready. Looks like Destiny is ready.
Yep.
Alrighty. Jewpies
Everyone
ready.
is ready, but we have a series in our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Destiny 2 were able to win that game 2 when it would have been a do or die game for them, but now they can extend the series even a bit more. So I'm pretty excited to see what they have. They have blue side once again, so Jewpies opting for red side and for counter pick, so bans will be super important on the side of Destiny 2, but they've always focused Blade X's champion pool, but they have banned Ivan first time around, so they're respecting Alpha Arcage's Ivan pick here. And we have the Fizz being taken away. Byron proving that his champion pool is a little bit bigger, but he will start to get tested as the series goes on. So hopefully he has practiced another pick or two to try and alleviate that gap that he might get in a game 4 or game 5. Because Jewpies are definitely focusing his champion pool throughout this series so far.
Yep. Alright, yep, it's because we do have 20 champions that are unavailable now.
Out of the game.
Yep.
And we'll have 30 by the time draft ends. So
yeah, that's alright. So yeah, we have Kelthal is subbing in for Samurai Kimchi. So a little bit of that's alleviated because they have 2 different champ pools. I know Kelthalis is mainly a tank player, so his champion pool is quite healthy. With just having a look at all the champs that have been played so far, his champion pool's quite healthy coming in this game.
Well, he's got the 2 best tanks in the game to pick, or maybe 3, because Mundo's been left open, but it's pretty ill-advised to pick him this early in the draft. But you can pick Sion or Ornn. Sion being the better tank in the current meta at the moment, slightly out-edges Ornn, but Ornn's late-game utility makes up for that gap in terms of Sion being a bit more tanky. So they have opened the gates with the Ornn pick here. And I do like to shout out the Gwen being there, so Kelthal is going to have a bit of a tough time.
Yep, especially is Gwongle still a thing? I think you can still take Gwen jungle, right? Yeah. So
yeah, Gwen jungle is still a thing.
It should still that's more than likely still going to go over to Rillian Polio, so that's his.
But yeah, they've given it away. So yeah, Xin Zhao being picked here, so they're definitely going to most likely hover and pick the Lilia here as a result, because you can pick Lilia into Xin and kite him out to a certain extent, but Xin does have that gap closed, so they have to be really careful with this pick here. I really don't want to see a support pick here coming out from
Destiny 2.
Their bot lane, but they really want to hide it. This should be an ADC pick here, blind ADC. We're gonna see if they can do it.
No, let's just get the mid laners. We're already in order so far. Oh, there's the support.
So they flex the Morgana there. Like, I forgot Morgana mid was a thing now. So
okay.
yeah, Morgana mid has been buffed and the win rate has gone up by 3 or 4%. So she's sitting at a 53% win rate, which is really strong, all things considered. Jungle is a bit more prominent, but you can still flex it in mid and in support, and they're forced to pick Karma here to counter that flex pick. So Jewpies definitely have their thinking caps on at the moment, so it doesn't matter if they flex that Morgana now, because Karma counters it in both roles respectively. So I don't see Blade Exo picking Karma mid here, but I wouldn't put it past him, to be honest, but it's most likely going to support. We're going to see what they're going to ban out here. Should be ADCs, and they will focus the Varus. And just a reminder to everyone, we are playing a best of 5 feelers, so the champions that you can see that are taken away in game 1 and game 2, they can't pick those anymore. So that's just for viewers at home. We're going to see if they're going to target the ADC pool on the other side. No, they're going to target Blade X's champion pool once again. So the tried and true test. Can they keep targeting Blade X until he runs out of champions? What do you think, Nash?
They cannot. I think he still has what is he? Let's see. He still has Syndra, Victor. I mean, they've already banned Vex and Oriana. What else does he have? Talia still. He still has Talia. I mean, he has Yone. I don't know if he's played it in a while, but I know he does play it.
Yeah, he also has a Silas pick as well, so I don't want to give away too much until, you know, you don't want to pick Silas into Morgana Lilia specifically, but they do ban out the Syndra. But there's a couple of good ultimates that Silas can take, but I think right now what is really lacking on the side of Jewpies Angel is a frontline engage to follow up the Xin Zhao, because they're playing into a Morgana, a Lilia, and an Ornn. So are they going to keep their range and keep them at arm's length, or will they double down on the front line? So
Schmang, Schmong, Schmolder coming in, brother. Oh, he might pick Cho'Gath mid, actually.
Yeah, he could default to a tank. I wouldn't be surprised. The true damage coming in as well. It is a pretty good pick. But they can't give anything else away now, because right now they can flex the Smolder mid or ADC. That's why they've picked it. So
Looks like it's Morgana mid.
yeah, I mean, Smolder's very safe in the mid lane, so you know they want to show that no matter how late the game goes, we can pick the Smolder. So, and they can technically still play Morgana, Sona, APC bot lane as well. So, but they're going to opt for the Sivir here, and they round out their composition really, really well, and they can chase down anyone with this composition now. So the Sivir is well protected with the Morgana, with the Sona, and they don't really have a lockdown to get rid of it. So Smolder is literally their win condition. You know, Gwen is okay to a certain extent, but yeah, it's going to be a very mobile Destiny 2, and I really, really like it. And yeah, he's probably forced to go Mel here, unfortunately. So, man, I think Destiny 2 shown up with their draft, Nash. That Sivir pick kind of rounded it up really well for them, but the Mel pick was picked as a result here. So, yeah, I think Morgana mid into Mel is a pretty normal matchup, and both can wave clear at safe distances. So, man, this is actually a pretty important game, and both teams drafted really, really well. But I think the Ornn might be enough to catapult the team over the line. But we're going to see. I think Gwen's going to be super important in this early mid game, because she's not the late game monster she used to be. But they do have the Smolder there, so going to see how that one transpires. But both teams are sitting at 1 apiece. Both teams have drafted accordingly. Jewpies did get the counter pick, but they realized what the draft was going to be. So the Mel is picked accordingly to counter the Ornn here. So pretty good pick there. But the thing is, like, the Sona's just going to keep scaling the Sivir. Like, they don't really have lockdown for the Sivir, and Smolder's going to have to output so much damage. So I think, yeah, both teams have drafted really well. This will just come down to execution, Nash. I think I favor both of these drafts and the way they play. I think it's just a matter who sets up vision first, who sets up the objective first, and I think Jewpies have so far have that edge that they always had in setting up those objectives. So,
but Gwen is immune.
It's going to be a banger, this one.
Yeah, but Gwen is immune.
Yeah, Gwen may be immune, but the Morgana interaction, hopefully William Polio knows the Morgana interaction with Lilia and with Morgana, so he will have to play his W really, really carefully. So we're going to see how that one transpires, but it's going to be such a passive bot lane. Sona, Sivir into Smolder, Karma. So, and the mid lane is going to be even more passive with Morgana and Mel. So both of these lanes cancel each other out. It's just going to be a top lane fiesta, and it's Kel'Thuzad subbing in for Destiny 2 might be the window Jewpies need. Who knows? But maybe Kel'Thuzad will pop off like the GOAT I know he is. So we're going to see how it goes. But any predictions for this game 3? We're at 1-1 apiece, Nash. Who do you reckon's going to take it?
No, it's hard. I mean, if Gwen gets fed, Jewpies should just win. If it all goes even, I mean, just judging from the teams, Destiny 2 have the better team fight. But then again, Destiny 2 has 4 AP dealers, and the Jewpies is more evenly spread out. So a bit hard.
I really thought about it. If Gwen didn't get those changes, I would favor Jewpies draft, but Gwen's more of a mid-game scaling champion now, not a super late-game one. And the Sivir's got Ornn in pocket, Morgana, Lilia in pocket. Like, they don't have the lockdown necessarily to do it. Like, they got the Xin that can dive, which is fine, but he'll be alone in doing so. So yeah, they're just I think they got to really take advantage of this Ornn in the early game before he gets super tanky. Yeah. And even though the Gwen melts him, it's going to be really tough to pilot. So Zin's got to make something happen in this early mid game. It's why you pick it. So, but picking Sivir into Xin isn't the best. So if Alpha Arcasia times his ult perfectly, they should be able to outlast him in these fights. So it's going to be really tough. It's actually going to be a game of inches, and we're going to see which which ADC can come out on top, because right now it's literally going to be Modify versus Ardmona. And Ardmona showed up last game, and we're going to see if Modify can show up in this one. But
alrighty, we are in.
I'm kind of rooting for both teams here, to be honest. They both can perform really
working.
well.
Alright, there we go. It's finally working. The what do you call it? The zoom out wasn't working before.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Alrighty, let's...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in game 3 of this best of 5 series. We got Jewpies Angels trying to get back to the promised land that they've never left, which was the finals. And we have DST2, who is making their losers bracket run even more legendary by taking them out in the last game. So we're going to see if they can take them out in this game and force a match point. But they got a bit of a tough task ahead of them because they've lost one of their main starters, and now they have Kelthalis in pocket. As the GOAT as he is, he will need to perform, especially into a laner like Rillian Polio. But if there's anyone that can do it, it's the GOAT Kelthalis.
Oh, 5 stacking this bush.
Oh, no. What are they doing?
And it's
Oh, no. What are they doing? Are they just brain controlling the Nash, mind controlling them?
Destiny Bush, come on. This is Destiny Bush.
This is Destiny Tactics, Destiny 2. They're the evolved version, baby.
Oh, Siva got it, and that's the worst part. Siva got it, so now that they're
oh no, this is a disaster. I know they wanted to get a ward down, but it's a Morgana. Did they just forget Morgana existed?
Throw ability in the bush. You would have seen it. Oh well.
All right, so Mel has the push advantage in the early game until Morgana gets a couple of more points into W, but right now Smolder is not a champion unless Modify can pilot him perfectly, but he does have a Karma, so it's not the worst. Karma is able to do what needs to be done before Sona scales, so yeah, they're taking a page out of our book, taking the Siva and Sona pick, and hopefully they're able to make it work, but Smolder's already on half HP. It's a bit of a rough one. Alright, so if Ornn can behave himself in lane, I think he will be just fine. So he's just got to worry about that Xin Zhao pick and gank when he is pushed up in lane, but if Rillian Polio is just going to keep shoving, then it's nothing to worry about, I think. So
yeah, I mean, Kelthalis usually has a passive approach to lane anyway, so he should be fine.
He should be fine.
Really dive him as well, so...
But yeah, it looks like Smolder's already forced to use a potion, so things are not looking too hot in the bot side, because yeah, it's if Civ is able to keep landing her W's like that bounces off the minion wave and land Qs onto the side of that turret, then Smolder's gonna get out of the lane sooner rather than later. So as a result, the wave's gonna bounce back and Xin Zhao won't have an opportunity to gank. Oh, okay, Ornn, chill.
Oops.
Just letting Rillian Polio know.
Yep. Yes, Jewpies top side really have a long game ahead of them, so they really have to carry this game.
Alright, I really want to see this Ornn max Q here instead of W. Just land that Q endlessly on Gwen, because Gwen isn't, completely immune in the early lane phase. She is super vulnerable, so. But she has probably has taken flash, so that's fine. They're out of mana, but I think Zin's going for a full clear, and Xin Zhao's clear is actually really slow. He's only finishing his last camp now. It's at 340, so he's not going to have tempo. And as a result, Lily is going to go topside.
Right, his clear's not that slow.
Yeah, it's not. Xin Zhao's clear is 320 flat if you play it well.
Oh, even if you don't play it well, but yeah, he must have been looking for something. I didn't even...
You must have, but we do have Sona being caught out here a little bit, but Zin's not following. No. They're just trying to ward their Raptors because they think Dana's going to keep invading, but Dana's behaving himself now, and he's going back to his clear. So, but he had an opportunity to go back, buy his items, and he now has a full tempo clear on tempo.
Yep.
Alright, Ornn should just get out of there.
Oh, no, he's still going for it, and he gets out. That's alright. A little bit of damage.
Alright, come on, build something on. Build it. You got 25 CS, you can build a magic mantle or something. You'll be right. Or HP. Alright, he builds a magic mantle Kelthalis with the Ornn technologies. Yep. Alright, in this mid lane though, Blade Exer is already showing his prowess, and he's already up 2 minion waves. pretty scary, all things considered. So hopefully Byron can farm a bit more efficiently, because even though they gave first blood here, I think it was last game, right, where Blade Exer had 100 CS advantage over his counterpart.
Yeah,
but it didn't matter.
Yeah, because he didn't need to keep up. He was just there for team fight.
Exactly. So just goes to show that the CS advantage in the bot lane is already happening as well. There's going to be a 2-wave crash, and Sivir should be there to receive it. Both of these champions hitting level 6 here in the mid lane, but an early dragon should be on the cards for Jewpies. Oh, you're so close to level 6 as well, this poor Ornn. Just get level 6 off the minion wave, my guy.
Let me... Experience 10. Yeah, he's almost there. I think it's like 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's super vulnerable here, but Lilia's not opting for it. No, he changes her mind. It's really, really good. Hopefully, don't let it crash, Ornn. Don't let it crash. Oh, no.
Oh, he's going to be found in the river. He's finding Lilia in the river. Oh, Dragon's taken down by Afroacacia.
Yeah, if they see Gwen stay, he does have tempo to waste more time.
Yeah, he's staying.
All right. Okay, it's a window for the side. Oh, DST2.
He's going in there.
All right, let's go. Get him.
He does have ult, though.
Yeah, he just needs to use it. Using it now.
Oh, he got one.
He used it way too late. Oh, it's a double kill. It's a double kill for the Gwen.
Oh, flash. Oh no, he's gonna die.
Minions.
Never mind. Minions.
Oh, the dash is coming up any second for the
No,
Gwen.
he stepped into it. Oh, he steps into it.
Kel'Thuz's had a chance to flash ult as well, so he could have, outplayed Rillian Poly even more, but, Kel'Thuz is stepping in. And I forgot I was doing play-by-play as well, so I'll remember to do that from now on, but, yeah, Kel'Thuz had a chance to not give Gwen gold, but, any gold on the side of Gwen is really, really good, but now Xin Zhao has caught up with the Lilia as a result here, so I don't think Lilia will have a chance to do her bot lane camps if she wants to secure these grubs uncontested, because Xin will have a window to try and contest those as a result here, but I don't think Smolder should be taking any sort of trades at the moment, but Ardmona picking up definitely a bit of advantage here in the bot lane, and I think tempo's on the side of DST2 at the moment here. We're going to see if they're going to contest these grubs whatsoever, because I think a Morgana with an Ornn and a Lilia should be able to contest them pretty well, all things considered.
I think Blood Exer can out-push him, so that's a bit of an issue for them.
It is. And the Gwen as well, so we're going to see if they're going to contest it with the last grub. Get those growths off. Yes, good job, Kel'Thuz. So Kel'Thuz playing with fire a little bit, but he has the health bar to trade HP with the Gwen eventually. So
Jewpies on the bottom side of the map. They've got an opportunity here.
Yeah, they have an option. They can just take this for free here, all things considered. So they probably will have to give it up, and hopefully he invades blue side. Yeah.
No, never mind. C4J's going for it. First grub's already fallen. This isn't. I mean, they're gonna get 2 grubs before they even get there. So there's the second grub. Blood Exer does miss the root.
That's a pretty big. Oh. Unfortunate. Alright, we're going to go back to the team fight here. Xin Zhao and Gwen are looking to get the Ornn here. Gwen is melting, but unfortunately Mel is out of position here. I think they caught Jewpies here a little bit too much, but as a result, one more auto will secure the fight onto Gwen here. Xin Zhao will pick up Morgana. Her black shield will be up momentarily, but she decides to use W here. And a beautiful ult coming in from the Ornn here, but not enough damage to follow through. So a 1-for-1 trade, all things considered, but I think all the grubs are going to go on the side of Jewpies Angels here, but I don't think they're going to finish the last one. Are they just going to give it to him? Yeah.
Maybe. See what Jay's going on.
Alright, so yep. So I guess Xin Zhao has time to do a camp and go back to grubs, but I think they're just going to give it. So
yeah, but
I'm not sure why they didn't just take it, but I guess they don't. I guess tempo on the side of Alpha Arcade is a bit more important at the moment, so probably not worth it time-wise. But I guess we're just going back to a normal game state here, and I think Lilia will have to try and catch up to Alpha Arcadia just a little bit. We'll pick up this camp, but we'll still be down a camp by the time Xin comes back to the bot side of his jungle clear, he will be up 2 camps. So Lilia will be behind a little bit in terms of XP, but nothing too detrimental. But both teams are pretty even at this point of the game, and yeah, Armon is confident enough that he bought a Cole Nash. So
yeah, he's been some
still
of
never
yeah.
And this is why you picked Diva. So
yeah, I mean he's also versing a Smolder. Smolder is a mid to late game scaler anyway. So
and I think yeah, Chanel picking up tier as well definitely will have to raise some eyebrows on the side of Jewpies, because if she's able to complete that and itemize it, and she'll just keep pumping out those abilities throughout the entire team fight and not worry about mana. So it's going to be a bit of a problem as the game goes on, but Gwen having a sizable advantage in this top side, but I think you can kind of give it just being an on and being there for your team. So Kelthalis definitely will have to you know, play it chill for quite a while. But a dragon's coming up for the side of Lilia. What do you do? Oh! Alright. Unfortunately, Xin Zhao's going in a bit too deep here, but a lot of HP has been traded onto the side of the jungler here. Sona is taken down. Smolder's flashing in for this. This is a bit ill-advised. She does live with the shield coming out from Morgana, but as a result, we'll have to blow both her summoners. And Ornold actually comes in here. TP comes in, but unfortunately doesn't hit anyone except for Dead Pain here, but I think he doesn't have the HP bar to face. So he goes in for the big knockup. Sivir here can actually clean up this fight really well. She does have spell shield. She will be able to take out the Xin Zhao. The beautiful ult coming in from Mel. Sivir should be able to kite this out. Does have Morgana in pocket. Will be able to pick up Xin. No, he does pick up the Xin here. Oh, Mel picks up the double kill as well. As a result, Mel is trying to play, but does get hit by the Dark Binding. Morgana should be able to pick this up a little bit. Does have the spell shield. Will have to land one more Q and W to secure the Mel, but just get rooted herself. Oh no, Sona goes back in here. Mel has outplayed, and as a result, we'll pick up a back-to-back double kill, and Chanel decided to step up a bit too more, and as a result, Mel is super fed now, Nash. Holy moly.
GG, go next. You disrespected Mel by trying to kill, well, sorry, Blood X by trying to kill that. Yeah, no, that was not going to happen at all. That's unfortunate.
Alright, this might be Ornn's only window to kill the Gwen here before she recalls. We'll have to land her passive once more. Hopefully Ornn is confident enough to keep chasing. Oh wow, Big Sleep comes onto Mel here. Blade Xer will fall, and that's a big shutdown on the side of C4J. So as soon as they gave it, no, as soon as they received it, they gave it away, Nash.
Cool.
Yeah, but big shutdown here. Xin is caught out a little bit, but he does have Morgana behind him. Hopefully they know where Morgana is. They can't contest this dragon, and Destiny 2 will have tempo here. They can take this dragon and get out of dodge by the time Mel can TP in. Mel will TP in now. Xin Zhao does get picked up. He doesn't have his ulti yet. It is up now, but that is a missed timing. A big critical mistake coming out from Alpha Arcadia, and as a result here, a forced TP will come out from Gwen. Hopefully they recognize that Mel is here, Gwen is here, but they don't have a dragon to secure it, and now Kelthalis has some alone time in the top side and will pick up the plates that he lost while playing for that previous bot side play. Oh my gosh, Nash, these teams are definitely pushing the tempo, that's for sure. So
Alpha just kind of running in a little, and he's dead. Yeah, Alpha just running in a little too quickly there.
Oh, modified, what are you doing, my boy? But you're playing a Smolder out of all champions, so you don't have the dash of Illusion or a spell shield as Sivir, so you can't step up like that. But he had a Karma, but I guess the Karma couldn't react quick enough, so maybe Chanel is keeping track of Karma's cooldowns, so maybe they had a window there very slightly. But Ornn is able to even out the gold a little bit in top side here, so I'm just wondering what those other league broadcast runes, options that we can look at in terms of gold and stuff, because I'm wondering how everyone's gold is looking. So
C4J is the richest man in the lobby, but like C4J, Almona, Blood X are all sitting at the 6k mark, 6.6. Anyone else of interesting? Yeah, they're all very relatively even, so to speak. Nothing too crazy. But I mean, supports are obviously the what do you call it? Poorest of the lobby. Level wise, Blood X is leading us in the highest level 11. For actually, William Polly was second. He was second. Now he's
Ooh.
third. Jay.
And as we are finishing this conversation, it looks like they have a window to kill William Polio here. She is immune, but she will be put to sleep, will get knocked up. Lilia should be able to land. Oh, he's going in. Oh, no, one more brittle. Yeah, he will pick it up. Zinzao's going to try to get the shutdown onto Lilia, but Lilia is pretty slippery, but does force the Q knock-up here. But he will have to dodge the W. No, Ornn will get picked up here. No, he lands a knock-up. Morgana will land all the CC necessary. Zinzao does not use Winds Before Lightning before it's too late here, but the Mel has shown up, will use Flash, and will save his jungler. And as a result, Morgana will have her spell shield up any second now, but it won't come up in time, so will not be able to block that damage. So Mel or Blade Exer comes in to save the day, and they pick up a 3-for-1 trade. Even though Ornn picked up the kill here, the bot lane is just bleeding at the moment, and they're going to lose first turret here as a result. Can they keep it alive? No. Siva should be able to run these guys down, because they will have the flash coming up from Modify any second, but the Sona ult comes in, and they will secure the Smolder, and they are really playing really smart here. They take the tower, they know that the summoner timer for the side of Modify, and they will punish him accordingly, but they will trade a rift as a result for it. Lilia does dodge the CC, can actually outplay Mel here. Mel here is in no man's land at the moment. Will Lilia push her tempo? No, she's waiting to see where the Gwen is. Plays really reserved here. And they didn't pick up the rift.
Oh no.
They didn't pick it up.
He's gonna pick it up.
Alright, this is big issue coming onto the side of Jewpies Angels, because right now they're stuck here. They can't do much. Zinzao he's been forced to give his life to pick it up, and Kel'Thuzad will pick up the kill. So an unnecessary mistake coming out from Jewpies Angels, and C4J were like, wait a second, there's a rift here that I didn't pick up yet. So
he just took
uncharacteristic mistake.
Just took so much free damage there.
But the big worrying sign for the side of Jewpies Angel is this Ardmona Siva pick here, because right now he is accelerating this game. He's got the Essence Reaver. He's gonna pick up his what's it called, the other item?
IE?
Yeah, IE, but the other one that keeps turning your abilities. But while I say that, Karma's forced the flash.
Are you talking about Flicker Blade?
Yeah, Flicker Blade. Alright, Mel's trying to land all the damage, one-shot Chanel, and Lilia decides to walk into turret range here. Zinzao's going to punish by forcing the flash out of Lilia. The Smolder ult actually comes in. They don't want to give any gold onto the side of this Smolder, but unfortunately Modify commits the flash. Ornn is behind them, but unfortunately he is stuck on his own, but he's able to pick up the Zinzao as a result here. Ornn's just going to try and get out here. He doesn't have flash, but he does have his W coming up any second, but unfortunately Smolder will pick up another necessary kill. Oh no, Siva decides to step up a bit too much, but does live on nothing. But it's a 13 for 13 total death kill ratio for the side of both teams, but the supplementary prize is this dragon that's coming up in 10 seconds. So they will pick up this next dragon, but they're going to opt for a reset here. It is a Hex Dragon, so these Hex Gates will be opening up and will make this game even more explosive.
Yes, sir. Oh, alright.
Alright, I really appreciate Kel'Thuzad trying to make these proactive big plays, but he just needs to be a bit more in sync when he makes those TP plays, because right now this Sona is forced to flash, even though when he has a black shield to try and save her from getting knocked up. So big summoner onto the side of Chanel being wasted there. So what will they do? Will they push mid? Will they try and force the Mel here? But Lilia taking half HP. They do have a Sona in pocket, so they can play this a bit slow, but Kel'Thuzad is out of position here. But Sona ult actually comes in. A big knockup coming in from Ornn, but no one is there. And Smolder's looking at all these low health bars. Oh, Sona doesn't dodge it out. If she gives this big shutdown, and she will, Blade X is going to be even more dangerous. Oh, they made a couple of uncharacteristic mistakes there, and it all started with Kel'Thuzad being slightly out of position there. So a bit rough one for the side of Destiny 2, but now Jewpies are in the driver's seat, and I think Blade X is pretty happy with all things considered, getting that big shutdown onto Ardmona. And looks like a TP invested, but nothing really transpiring onto the side of Destiny 2 there, unfortunately. So, oh, they're still in the game, Nash, but big mistakes were made.
Yes, sir. Yes, not very. I mean, the Sivir should be able to impact these team fights a lot better, but just not getting where she needs to be. Like her ulti with Morgana and Lilia should be kind of OP.
And that's what I mean. It's like whoever sets up on these objectives first will definitely have the advantage, and Jewpies are doing that time and time again. So it just goes to show that Deadpain's actually getting to these these parts of the map first and able to get vision down. But as a result, Chanel has realized this, and now they're trying to set up vision as well. But it gives a bit of tempo for Afro Arcadians to try and catch up in this jungle department, because right now C4J is farming like a madman at the moment. So definitely does have the XP advantage, 2 levels up for Alpha Arcadia, so they should be able to secure any objective when they try to challenge it. So yeah, Xin Zhao right now has to try and play, that catch up in the XP department, because, if you're getting outsmited by 300, it's a bit of a rough one. But they are set up here. It looks like Ornn is looking at this Xin Zhao, but he does get knocked up here, and Xin Zhao will knock up as well. Smolder does land the ultimate as a result. Sivir is a bit low. Ornn is a bit isolated from his team. He tries to land the knock up here, but unfortunately he does get melted by the Gwen. Unfortunately, they will have to give this Artican. They can't afford to give their lives. I think they just have to give this one up here. But they're still trying to pose. They're still trying to threaten. The smell is so dangerous, but unfortunately that's what happens when you walk up, and Blade Exa just absolutely fries them, and they give 2 big important kills and Artican, and just giving too much gold to the side of the smell is a bit dangerous. So, they just have to chill out just for a little bit, regroup, because right now 5k gold is sort of snowballing out of their control. The Morgana pick is okay, but the Mel is just way too strong and way too accelerated this part of the game. Does have 10 stacks on that Dark Seal, and will probably build the oh, here we go. Oh, beautiful play coming out from Mel, recognizing that Q will come out from the brush, and does have the hands to still reflect and do 2 things at once. So that is really good to see. But what can Destiny 2 do, Nash? Right now they're spiraling out of control. 5k gold in the swing of like 3 minutes is pretty insane.
Well, they just have to find the team fight where they can get a 5-man sleepy time.
Yeah, and maybe they have to wait for these ornaments to come in once he hits level 13 and 14. So, but I don't think they're on a timer as well, because Smolder's sitting on quite a bit of stacks at the moment. 208, so he is a bit behind in that department, but we'll hit those stacks in the next 2 to 3 minutes. So he should have that mid lane prior, and he should be able to get those stacks in the next 3 waves or so. Bit of a rough one for Destiny 2. They will need a pick here. I just don't think... Will they be able to catch out this Mel is the real question. Just there's a lot of utility coming out from the Xin Zhao ult and the Karma shields. It's just enough where Sivir can't output the damage till she gets that Flicker Blade, and she opts to IE for second item, so she's not pumping out the damage she would like just yet. But yeah, that Mel is super scary. Has decided to go for Medjai, so the confidence coming out from Blade Exa is oozing in this 3rd game. Does have, the karma to back her up. So the Morgana just falling behind as the game goes on. It's just a bit of a rough one. They're just waiting for Jewpies to overstep, but I don't think Jewpies will, because I think they're just playing the vision game at the moment. Lilia looking for a mid lane play here a little bit. Smolder just emoting, saying take it if you dare. Bit of a funny one there. But right now Ornn's just trying to, build his second item. It's just a bit of a rough one at the moment for him. Well, this dragon's coming up in 30 seconds. Do you think Destiny 2 should challenge it, or should they give it up?
Yeah, they may as well challenge it.
Alright. But they're looking for that mid lane prior here, and it looks like Xin Zhao's going in with the Mel to back him up. Xin Zhao does get half of his HP as a result here. Kalthals can heal up with the Sona a little bit, but it's a bit dangerous here, because right now they got to decide what they're going to do. Ooh, Smolder takes a big chunk there. The shield doesn't come in time, but Morgana does take a bit of damage there, forced to use the black shield. But now Gwen is forcing this turret down, so they're forced to make a decision here. They can't just stand by and do nothing. So if they're just going to give a tier 2 like that, then it's going to be a bit of a problem for the side of Destiny 2 here.
Yeah,
all right.
And yeah, it looks like they can just drag up.
All right, so unfortunately they don't make a decision. As a result, they lose the tier 2 and they lose the dragon. So yeah, Jewpies is showing why they're the reigning champions, just waiting for Destiny 2 to make a mistake. But as a result here, they're going to try and get this prior around the Baron pit here. Well, do they know Morgana's in this brush? No, I think Mel's just going to check always with her abilities. This Gwen's going to get super scary soon, Nash. That Rabadon's going to come in if she's just able to farm like this for free. So, looking really scary.
She's got a Hex Tech alternate.
Yeah, yeah.
What is that? I think that's Shadow Flame.
Yeah, Shadow Flame, but by the time she finishes her 2 large rods into Rabadons, she's going to be scary as.
Yeah.
So. And she's not that far away in terms of gold, so she can farm another 2-3 waves and potentially grab those. So right now, I think Destiny 2 have realized that we're down quite a bit of gold. We need to relax a little bit, make sure our Sivir does get to a Flicker Blade Power Spike, so she'll be able to output a bit more damage, but that Xin Zhao pick's just gonna stop her from outputting that damage for 8 seconds for the entire fight. So as soon as Alpha Arcadia presses R, it's going to be a bit tough for her to output that damage. But Gwen does have red buff here, should be able to run down the Ornn, but does have the tower there to dissuade the Gwen. But yeah, there we go. Half of the HP gone just like that. And yeah, Gwen will be able to push this one down. I think Ornn needs to hit level 13 to try and dissuade her. Does need to try and clear the wave. Will land a knock up here, but he's not using his brittle the way he wants, and he's going to be forced to walk out. But unfortunately, Gwen lands doesn't miss everything. Oh my gosh, that was close. I thought Byron was going to walk into her queue for a second, but as a result here, there's a bit of a window here for the side of Destiny 2 here. I don't think this is really good for the side of Jewpies Angels, because they're going to get knocked up here. Ornn lands a big ultimate. Sivir flashes onto the back line here. Smolder just gets shut down here. Where is Mel in this fight? She's stuck in the Baron pit, forced to flash out. Destiny 2 have pulled off the heist where they pulled out the Gwen. Can Xin Zhao actually get into this pit? Xin Zhao's going to try and get in this pit. No, he gets picked up. He does get killed. He does get dropped. They will push mid here, and Destiny 2 have found the miracle in this game 3 when they caught Rillian Polio on the side and they started Baron. They try to do 2 things at once and they will get punished for it, and they swing the gold nearly back in their favor. They will pick up this tier 2, but should they overstay is going to be a bit of a tall task. Oh my god, Nash, they've actually come back in this game 6k down. Crazy work. All right, and he's pinging the dragon as well. They realize they're on a timer and they've been given a lifeline. And big Ornn ultimate coming out from Kel'Thuzad. Them Sivir able to flash on the back line, but they don't have the summoners now for this team fight besides Kel'Thuzad. So in 2 minutes, will they be able to pilot this next fight perfectly, or will they fall onto the hands of Gwen? Because Gwen just picked up a Rabadons, so she is going to be a scary, scary person to deal with. So
they also didn't kill Mel, so she's still quite a big threat.
She is still quite a big threat, but Ornn, it has that upgraded ornament on Kanik and has 107 magic resist on top of that default 80, and will have even a bigger shield. But I guess Gwen is just Gwen, right? So,
Gwen is just Gwen.
We'll be able to get through that shield in a Q or 2. So. It's going to be a bit of a tall one, but I think whoever sets up shop first will win this dragon, and so far Jewpies are already here, so they're just trying to find out where they are, and they got to clear out this vision as a squad, and they got to walk in as 5, so, and that's exactly what they do here. So they have Baron, so they can technically shove mid here if they really wanted as 5, because they got to force the Gwen to do something. If she just pushes side here for free while they have Baron buff, it's a bit ill-advised. So they're looking for the pick here. They're looking for a Q. They land the Ornn ultimate, but unfortunately they don't pick up anyone. So a big ultimate down for the Cypher. Looks like Xin Zhao is caught out here a little bit. I think Mel is actually in a tough spot at the moment. but she is been forced back here. But as a result, a Q lanes in from Mel. Mel should be able to one-shot the Lilia, and she does, but she does get put to sleep at the same time. But Gwen's pushing the base. She does have the ability to take this inhibitor. She's thinking about what she should do. Take the Hex Gate, take the TP. She has all the time in the world. Someone has to answer her, but they give Hex Soul for this. But I think Gwen's going to try and greed for this a little bit, but yeah, she could have pushed that inhibitor if she really wanted, but she played it safe and took the Hex Gate out. Oh my gosh, they pick up Soul, and Blade XR gets his ego one shot onto the side of C4J, so it's nearly a negative Baron power play. Smolder deciding to go in here, just take a tower shot or two, but nothing too crazy. But yeah, they have to wait for their jungler to come back up here. They do have Hex Tech Soul, and yeah, that gives them an additional 15 to 20% ability and attack speed haste. So that Gwen's going to be hitting even harder now. So, but it's not all doom and gloom just yet for Destiny 2. They're able to try and bring it back here, but the Smolder has got the stacks required, and yeah, it's pretty hard to deal with the Smolder at this part of the game if he's able to space perfectly. So has picked up the rapid fire cannon and an additional BF sword, so the Smolder is definitely going to be hitting a bit harder now. So I think Destiny 2's only chance is to set up shop early and try to catch out this Mel while she's in the top side. But they're looking for vision, they're looking for whoever they can pick here, but they know the red buff is up. They had a scrying orb, so are they going to see Destiny 2 come in here? I don't think they know where Lilia is just yet, so they're going to face check this as a result here. They use the pink here. They do land the slow. Oh, very close onto the side of C4J. Nearly gets picked up there by the Mel, so is able to get out of dodge, but oh my gosh, Morgana's just trying to wave clear at the moment. Should be able to, but I think this is pretty good that the Morgana matches to the Gwen here, because she's able to wave clear a bit more effectively against this champion. But Ornn's starting to upgrade his items a little bit for his carries now, so those ornaments are coming in, but 5k gold is nothing to scoff at, and I think Jewpies are playing it safe till Elder comes up, so they're just going to chill out for a little bit. Ooh, force the smite. Alright, looks like Sivir and Sona deciding to go on this Smolder a little bit, but they decide to not do it.
That was just the bounces.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The bounce comes in, the upgraded IE as well, the ornaments come in, so 93 damage, 65. Yeah, right now this Sivir is sitting on about 100% crit. So yeah, it's just chilling out right now. So those bounces are going to do a lot, so that's why Xin Zhao has to be on point when he uses his ultimate against that Sivir champion. So I think this game is going to be pretty explosive at this Baron fight, so we're going to see if Aurelian Polio forces him to make a decision. He should just keep pushing bot here while he has TP and tempo advantage, but both teams are playing a bit reserved at the moment. They're not really setting up shop here, but you can just see all the vision on the side of Jewpies Angels. They just got vision absolutely everywhere around that Baron pit, and they're going to pick up this Baron uncontested because Destiny 2 are super late to this Baron pit. So this is a bit scary for both squads. Okay, looks like Gwen's taking the Hex Gates, and she wants to catch out the Ornn here, and I think she will catch out the Ornn. She does have red buff. If she uses her ult now, she should be able to chase him down, but opts to just hit the minion wave at the moment. I think they made a mistake before where the Morgana was able to rotate, so playing a bit more safe at this point. They do have Hex Gates though, but I think Gwen's just trying to hold ult until a big fight happens. Oh, big riddle there. This is going to be a... Oh my gosh, this is a lot of damage coming out from Mel, but does get spell shielded. Sona's forced to flash. He is stuck in a narrow corridor. The ult comes through. Morgana will get picked up by the Mel as well, and ult comes in from Morgana, but Xin actually goes back in. I think this is a bit of a mistake. The Ornn ult comes in, but he lives on nothing. Oh, Kelthalis comes in with the biggest play. Smolder's trying to go onto the Morgana, and she does. 4 have fallen on the side of Destiny 2, and they have thrown this game. Only Ornn has survived and will die a slow, painful death. and Smolder is just going to do Smolder things. And oh, that was so close. It was a game or a fight of inches there, but Gwen will push out the game. And Jewpies have secured this game 3. This game 3 was a tipsy-turny one, but Jewpies remain on top.
Yes, sir. All right.
Oh my gosh. Oh. My gosh, Nash, this is definitely a series, that's for sure. But I think it's clear cut who the MVP is on the side of Jewpies. But let's talk about the SVP first, because yeah, everyone had their moment in that game, that's for sure. Who do you think it is?
I was waiting for the thing to load. You want to do SVP first? SVP?
Yes, boss. It's a bit tough, but I think the comp doesn't work unless a few people play their roles. So
all right, Sivir it is next. All right.
Sivir. Yeah, I mean, Sivir made a couple of big proactive plays, but was able to get enabled by Sona at each stage of the game. But I think Health Alice had a couple of big moments, had a couple of big knockups, where that big Baron fight was a big turning point. And if they didn't have that Ornn knockup to take that Baron and, you know, force the game, I think they would have lost the game then and there. But that's because, you know, Morgana caught out William Polio on the bot side there to make that play happen. So they're definitely fighting, that's for sure. Everyone's playing their role really, really well. But I think, it's tough. It's really tough, you know. Kind of want to give it to, yeah. Without that Sivir damage, it's kind of like, it is what it is, but because he's being enabled by his whole team. Like, Health Alice had a lot of big moments, so. I don't know, Nash, you take a pick. I've been picking so far.
Yeah, I mean, just judging by yeah, I mean, I didn't really see Ardmona make many mistakes that game, or at least any noticeable ones. They did win bot lane with they did win their lane.
Yeah, it's a bit tough.
I mean,
but
overall, he has the best stats on his team.
Yeah. Yeah, he does across the board. He's got the same KDAs, most of them.
Tied KDA.
He's got the most damage. He had the most impact in those fights. Even though C4J had a couple of big sleeps and Morgana had a couple of big moments, Kel'Thuz's had big moments. Chanel probably overstepped a bit more than I would have liked. But yeah, Ardmona was like the pivotal person on that team to make those things happen. Flash for those big plays onto Modify, onto 1 point Blade Exa where you gave shut down. It was pretty big. So yeah. I probably will edge it out for Ardmona once again. He's definitely showed up for this series.
Yes, sir.
All right, so it's probably an old tale because yeah, we keep going back between Blade Exa and Ardmona. So
look, I mean, this game's just a gimme. All right, the game's just a gimme. I mean, his team did good overall. I mean, the bot lane was pretty shaky early on. Top lane was fine. He didn't really make too many mistakes. Actually, I don't think he really made any mistakes. Maybe held on to his W for too long for sometimes, but that's all
he played weak side as intended.
Exactly, yeah. Jungle was jungle. No real mistakes. I mean, it was a Xin Zhao and all that. So
yeah, he had to make the sacrificial play for his team. So I understand Alpha Arcade's pick. Yeah, he had to pick it. Yeah.
So I mean, Blade Exa just he played the best. He outplayed pretty much everyone on the enemy team. Always found angles to pick up, doubles, triples.
Followed the champion as intended.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. Blade Exa once again was the catalyst for his team. He got a pretty big outplay in the first 8 minutes of the game where he outplayed two series of Destiny 2 duos where he got a back-to-back double kill, so unofficially a quadra kill. But because the fight went so long, he got back-to-back doubles. He was able to one-shot C4J not once but twice, and pretty big moments to secure Soul and to, you know, make those fights happen. And he had the foresight to always keep his distance and make sure that he wasn't ever in any sort of danger, to the point where it would swing a lot of gold into the side of Destiny 2's favor. Besides that one Baron fight where Rillian Polio got caught early on and didn't realize that Morgana was on the way down and gave them a small window. But everyone played their part, but Blade Exo was definitely the catalyst for his squad, was able to output the necessary damage. CC, but most of all, kept his positioning, you know, very respectful, even when Dana or C4J was right in his face. So he does get MVP there. He was able to pilot really well. And he's the reason why they won this game 3, because it was a bit nerve-wracking in that early parts of the game where Ardmona was starting to snowball. But yeah, that remains to be seen. Now, Destiny 2 are on the fence here. They are in a do-or-die state. They have lost game 3, and now we're going to go into game 4 where they pick whatever side they want. But I guess we'll get right into it, Nash.
It's a... Oh, let me just do this.
Oh my gosh, this is quite a series. I can understand why play-by-play is hard as the game goes. It's good practice, that's for sure, for a longer series.
Yep.
But yeah, I've got to say though, this Cinderella run by Destiny 2 is nothing to scoff at. They're definitely giving it to the reigning champions. Even though both teams are not at 100%, they do have substitutes in. So, but this is a do or die for both squads. But right now, Destiny 2 are definitely closer to that endpoint, and we're going to see if they can close out, because right now they have side selection and Destiny 2 can decide if they want blue or red, if counter pick is more important. It just depends, because right now both of everyone's champion pools are starting to feel the pinch just a little bit. So there's going to be limited picks, but that's what makes this Fearless series so fun. We get to see picks we haven't seen before, Nash, so hopefully we can see what's up. But a couple of pretty strong meta picks are still in play. It's just a matter of if they can execute. So,
all right, looks like.
All right, so they are sticking to blue side, and that's to try and cover up probably most likely top lane's weakness. It's easier to play top side when you're blue, so you just chill out a little bit more. But yeah, a lot of unsung heroes on the side of both teams. But right now, I think Blade X is in pretty good form. He's able to, you know, make the necessary plays when he needs to, which is really, really good to see. But also shout out to Ardmona as well. He's stepping up when he really needs to, and a good addition for Chanel and support is giving him more confidence to make those plays against Modify. So he's able to, you know, take the fight to the opposing bot lane. But, you know, it's just the way this series is unfolding. And we're going to see if Destiny 2 can take it to Silver Scrapes, or will Jewpies make it back to the grand final where Destiny awaits. So,
yep.
Oh, man, this is going to be quite a series. We're just waiting for one more person, I believe. So
they might be taking like a short break. So I say we'll be back in a few minutes, just while waiting for
Sounds good. All right. We'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone for game 4 of the series. All right.
Welcome. Right now, we have a banger of a series. We're at game 4 of this best of 5 Fearless series. Right now, Jewpies are looking to close out Destiny 2 here and end the Cinderella run on the side of C4J and his squad. And we're going to get right into this draft. I guess Nash and I have been talking a little bit on what we're going to see in this draft from both of these teams retrospectively. We're going to see if there's going to be any surprising picks that we haven't seen yet this season, because we're starting to get pushed to that game 5 where we're going to see champions we haven't seen before. But before that, we've got to go through draft phase here, and it looks like both teams are going to stay tried and true to their bans. Any picks you would like to see here, Nash, on the side of both of these squads that we haven't seen this season so far? Any champions that kind of take your interest?
That we haven't seen yet? I'm not too sure. I'll have to have a think about that.
If I want your opinion, I'll beat it out of you.
All right, so hopefully both teams can remember what they played last game, because I don't think game 3 bans have come in just yet.
I'm just fixing that up now.
Oh, nice. So it's manual. Very nice. All right.
Yeah, this one, yeah, it did do it automatically, but this one, it must have missed it, so yeah.
All right, sweet as. But as we go through the bans here, Fizz, Vi, and Zed most are taken out here on the side of Jewpies Angels, making sure that Byron doesn't get his usual picks, and Jarvan, like I said, is being picked up here by C4J, so they want to make sure Blade X doesn't have a way to get out of dodge when he picks in a mobile mage. So they're definitely taking out a page from Destiny's playbook on the side of Brayden. But the bans coming out from the side of Destiny 2 are the Vex, Trundle, and Ivan. So they're still forced to ban that Trundle there, still a prominent jungler, but as a result, Modify is actually playing his tried and true champion. No, they're going to take Lulu away from Chanel first, but they still have a chance to pick ADC here. Both of these ADCs have definitely had their pop-off moments. Ardmona being the catalyst for his team, while Modify has been up and down a little bit, but has picked up a pentakill and put out the meaningful damage when it mattered. So we're going to see what they pick here. They can pick any sort of hyper carry. It could be Zeri, could be Cogmore, could be Vayne, but they opt to pick the Skarner.
All right.
So
I don't think that's been picked yet. Oh, no, it has.
Yeah, I know exactly what top laner they want to pick with this Skarner, and we're going to see if C4J can recognize what top laner that is. So if they pick it away now, then it'll be a lot better for this squad, but Varus being locked in here by Ardmona, probably his most played champion in the season so far. He has proven that he can pilot this champion, and with Chanel in his back pocket can pilot it even more effectively. But one thing to note is Samurai Kimchi is back in this do or die game, and Kelthalis has been subbed out. So they got their squad back, which is really good to see. So if Jewpies want to close them out, they got to be closing them out at their best. So we do have the Nautilus being locked in here, and they really want to lock down Blade X as a result. And they're going to go through this strategy because there is a Lulu, there is a Skarner, so they have to commit to this type of composition. But yeah, I was going to say if we saw a Callista here, it would be a little bit interesting, and we'll leave it at that. But Modify playing his tried and true champion, the Twitch. So he's got a chance to shine here with his pick. And it's against a Varus of all champions. So we're going to see if he can pull it off.
Now we're going to see Callista's top this game. Trust.
But that's the thing here, because Twitch is actually stronger in his AP variant at the moment. So, but he does have a Lulu, so he can still go his AD build. But his AP build is definitely stronger. So we're going to see if there's an AD mid here for the side of Jewpies Angels. But they're going to ban out all the necessary tanky tops, and they're going to get rid of that Olaf there. Really, Empoleon making a statement with that champion. Mundo pretty normal champion to ban in these later parts of the draft, but they're taking away Yasuo from Byron. Okay, they do have a couple of knockups, so it's understandable. We're going to see what the last ban here is for the side of Destiny 2 here, and they're going to ban another mid lane or another top laner out, so...
Probably a mid laner.
Alright, so they do take away the utility of the Talia. And now Jewpies will have to give away their draft here. I think Blade X is going to get his counter pick, and they have to pick top here. And they're gonna, if they're gonna go for that beefy front line here, I think Sion is a no-brainer in my opinion. If they blind Sion here, they're gonna have the beefiest front line, and it doesn't matter how much dive they have. Varus will still have to get through, but they're gonna blind the Renekton here. It does work sort of well with the Skarner, but like you said, Nash, Sejuani would have been a slightly better pick here, but they opt for the Renekton blind, which is pretty normal in pro scenes around the world. But as a result, they have less Sion up, and I think Sion's the strongest tank in the current patch and the current meta at the moment. Can just play safe, stack that grasp, and even go Heartsteel. But they're going to take away Victor from...
Victor. Oh, and a Shen.
Victor and Shen. Okay, so their draft has rounded out really, really nicely. So... Varus has some additional protection with the Shen here, and the Renekton and Skarner actually have a lot of work cut out for them because they have to go through quite a bit of CC to get onto this backline. So they're now forced to pivot in their front to back because they have to wait for this Twitch to get items, or else you will get caught out by the Nautilus. But they have left the Orianna up, and they do have a delivery system with the Renekton or the Skarner. So those shockwaves are going to be pretty big, all things considered. So... both of these drafts are looking pretty good once again, Nash. What do you reckon's your favorite?
Jewpies.
Jewpies, for sure?
Yeah.
All right. So, all right. The thing is, like, they do have the Lulu. They do have the Skarner and Renekton, but I think...
more importantly, they have the Dexa Orianna.
Yeah, they do. They do have the tried and true Orianna pick, and it's playing into Victor. The lane will be relatively passive, but Orianna, if she does run phase rush into the Victor, will slightly win out on those trades because I think Victor should be going airy, but can go phase rush if Victor's really worried about the Skarner collapse or the Twitch roams. But I think Destiny 2's composition is a lot more easy to pull off if they catch someone out of position. So this is probably what I want to see from Destiny 2. They have a really easy composition to pull the trigger on. As soon as Jarvan goes in, the Shen ult comes up on top, and they have the follow-up CC. So Orianna without flash against this composition is going to be a bit scary. And it's going to be a bit scary for Lulu as well, because if she's caught out, she's not going to survive whatsoever. So... we're going to see how both of these teams really pilot this game, because I am favoring the way Destiny 2 can pull off their composition and their draft. But at the same time, you know, like Vision's going to be very important for the side of Jewpies. They will need those flanks from Skarner, from Renekton. They can't play front to back quite normally against this team, because I think C4J will have the ability to turn this front to back into a dive very, very quickly. So we're going to see how that goes. We're going to see if Renekton can pop off against Shen here. We'll have the prior early on, but like you said, it's pretty hard not to go against Blade X's Orianna. Those big shockwaves are a big statement. So, oh man, both of these comps look pretty good, all things considered. So I think... I want to see this go to Silver Scrapes, Nash. I want to see a Game 5. It'll be the first Game 5 we have, because this is our first Best of 5 series, and we want the best team to go through. So regardless, both of these teams have shown up, and I can't wait to see what actually happens. But you reckon Jewpies are going to take Game 4?
Should do.
Should do. All right. So you'll go for Jewpies. I'll cancel it out, and I'll go for Destiny 2. So we force a Game 5 here. We're going to see if... the Battle of the Junglers will determine this game, because right now Samurai Kimchi is back in the fold and should be able to scale relatively safely into this Orianna, but it's going to be such a banger, that's for sure. We're going to see if the game is going to be decided in the first 10 minutes, or we're going to go all the way to 30 to 40 minutes, all the way to Elder. Like, I can see this happening, just like the series I watched last night between KT and Gen G. So they're definitely playing out the story, that's for sure. But I think we should shout out our sponsors, eh?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to get hydrated there. But once again, we would like to thank The Array for managing and hosting the League of Legends scene here in the territory for 2025 and taking over the mantle from Next Tier Gaming Esports from David Moore. Starting the scene and cultivating the scene to where it is today is really good to see. And shout out to NTG, or Northern Territory Government, for always showing up for esports and for the community here in the territory, always able to put their hand in where it matters and for the community specifically. So we're very thankful for that. And Tangled Ventures from Nest Junior, always supporting on the back end, always making sure things are happening as intended. And right now we're going to load into this game 4. Both teams are in the driver's seat here. We're going to just see who is going to be the better driver. So right now, Destiny 2 have opted for blue side here. And as a result, we're going to find out once and for all if Jewpies can close out in game 4, or will Destiny force a game 5. Oh, okay. Pretty standard fan out from both teams. Just want to look at the runes here quickly, Nash, and see if there's anything that is different that I wouldn't normally see.
All right, sorry, just changing up the names. Pretty stock stand. I mean, I'm not sure about PTA on Twitch. I'm sure that's standard, but seems a bit weird to me. Other than that, the rest look fine.
Yeah, so pretty standard. We got Grasp coming out from Shen, Conqueror coming out from Renekton, and vice versa from the jungler Grasp and Conqueror. But we do have, instead of Airy, we got
Double Comet.
Double Comet, or whatever that Comet is. So he probably won't be able to land that one as easily. I think Blade Xer does have the mechanics to dodge out on all those comets, but see how that goes. But I think lethal tempo will probably be the deciding factor for both of these ADCs, just the ability to output a lot more auto attacks as extended fights go. Probably will start favoring Ardmona, but I guess Twitch's spray and pray is pretty standard, so let's see how that one goes. Oh, all right, so both teams definitely going to start this lane phase pretty standard, but Twitch does have PTA, so you should be able to land it. Q unfortunately misses on the side of Nautilus there, Chanel, but there's shield coming in just in case for Dead Pain, just making sure he doesn't take any free damage, just in case. But level 1, oh, another hook, misses. Alright, unfortunately, Dead Pain does take 2 free autos there, so he does cancel out the favorable trade here. And Shen goes in for a taunt, but does miss it. But unfortunately, Really Polio does land a Q to counteract a bit of that damage. But they do have the level 2 advantage on the bot side here, and Really Polio just absolutely out-trades Byron then and there. So, right now, both junglers are pretty normal. Oh, that hook, if that hook landed, it would have been different. It would have been very different, but Twitch with PTA is just looking for these short trades here. Varus shouldn't be taking any free autos. As a result, does take quite a bit of damage and has already chugged his health pot. So 2 health pots on the side of Twitch, and Twitch is going AP, I believe, unless that's just a Doran for early lane phase.
Could be. But he's got PTA, so he should just... He's got PTA, so he's got AP.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Victor slowly keeping up with Blade Xer in the mid lane. Does have the mana advantage slightly, but both of these mid laners are looking to get their 800 to 900 gold returns. But we do have Skarner with a bit of a tempo advantage. No, he skipped 2 camps here to go for an early gank.
Oh, and my game decides to drop.
Oh,
oh God.
Oh, big knock up here from J4 here. He's going to pick up the double kill onto Twitch here. Varus gets the double kill as a result here. And that's a pretty big misstep onto the side of Jewpies Angels. But Oh, big flash taunt coming in from Shen, and they claim the feat of warfare. Destiny 2 have shown up for this game 4, but I think the game crashed. Is that right for you, Nash?
My the spectator just gave up. Just as soon as he got into that bush, it just gave up.
All right, so right now we'll just chill for a little bit till you can reconnect.
All right. Let me do this so we're not just staring at a black screen. Twice this series, Jesus.
It's a good thing we have these test periods so we can,
I'm not even
try and iron them out. Oh, Renekton's caught in no man's land here a little bit.
All right, I have to sign back in. Jesus.
All right, I'll just type in chat.
Should be able to reconnect very quickly.
All right, but in the meantime, all I can do is give you an update. Destiny 2 pushed the tempo, and they're up against Jewpies Angels at the moment. So
nice.
It's really good to see. Just to recap, because the screen was black, Byron went for a flash taunt play, picked up Rillian Polio for the solo, but now has complete tempo and stacking his grasp on the top side. Mid lane, Modifier was able to make a roam mid here, and as a result was able to pick up a kill. But we do have Victor being collapsed on right now, but probably will die for his troubles. Oh! Yeah, and Blade Exa dies and gets baited by his jungler. And yeah, that's a bit of a rough one. But yeah, that's what's happening at the moment. Right now, bot side, Varus has picked up 2 necessary kills. So Destiny 2 are in the driver's seat for this game. Uncharacteristic mistakes coming out from Jewpies Angels as the series goes on. So bit of a coin flip coming out from Alpha Arcasia going for that gank. So he's taking a page out of Dana's book, that's for sure. How's your reconnect going, Nash?
No, getting the same bug as before. I think I have to swap accounts.
All right, cool. All right, so we apologize for that black screen, but in the meantime, you'll just have to listen to my voice commentary. Right now, we do have Nautilus in the bush here, looking for a hook. Does force a flash out of Dead Pain here. Twitch is invisible, waiting for his bot lane to come in, but Twitch has given away what's going to happen. A Shen ult actually comes in here. He's trying to get the slow up, but the ult doesn't come through in time. So he was able to land the poison where it mattered, and the Shen ult wasn't able to come through. Would have been a big moment. Probably would have been able to trade the Twitch, but they do have Dragon advantage at this point. Right now, the Shen definitely does have top lane prio, but I think the Renekton should pop ult and try to trade HP here so he can get his prio back. But Twitch is going to collapse onto this Varus, and as a result, they will trade a kill for a kill. And I think Modifier just wants to get gold in his pocket. But as a result of Modifier's plays, they will have to give up the dragon. Victor, unfortunately, does get caught out. He should drop everything here. I think there's enough damage to pick up the Skarner because Samurai Kimchi was able to throw that ultimate down. And now they've given up Dragon Prior. So Modifier's mistake lands actually being Destiny 2's favor. And they will pick up the Dragon as a result. But for some reason, they're going for Scuttle Crab. So
alrighty, we are back in.
Yeah, we are back in. But they do pick up the Dragon as a result here. It's a bit of a... I'm not going to say Fiesta, and I will say Fiesta. Both from both teams. Modifier definitely trying to play a lot more aggressively with this pick because he understands his champion, but these grubs will be very important. But as we are loading back onto the rift here, these grubs are probably they're not as important for both of these squads. These squads have very big team fight oriented drafts, so it's just whoever gets to their item power spikes first. But we do have Dark Seals being picked up for both of these squads, and right now, Byron's able to pilot the Shen a bit more effectively against this Renekton, but we do have Skarner here to cancel it out. But unfortunately, Renekton used his W during Shen's ability to block damage, so bit of a misplay coming out from Rillian Polio there. But as a result, they will give all 3 grubs here as Shen puts the ward down to buy enough time. for Jarvan to claim another feat of warfare. So right now they're just chilling at the moment, Nash. I think Destiny 2, they're happy where they are at the moment.
Yeah, I would be too. Getting grubs for free.
But I never thought the jungle gap would be this big this early. I'm not sure what's going on with Alpha Arcadia. Is he just feeling the pressure?
He wanted to make that early play and then it just went silent.
So he took a page out of Dana's book.
Yeah, he took a risky play early. I don't see why he needed to. I think it was very unnecessary, but he wanted to try and get his bot lane ahead early.
Yeah. All right. So as a result, just to summarize, Modifiers went for very high risk, high reward plays, and he's keeping his team in the game at the moment. As a result, he's just going for the AP Twitch build, so they will be lacking a bit of AD as a result. So if this Shen, Jarvan, and Nautilus, if they all build magic resist, I don't think the Renekton will have enough AD damage to go through them as the game goes on, because he will get outscaled. So we're going to find out if the Lulu is enough, because I think if the Shen is able to land a flash taunt onto Modify or Blade Exa, it'll be a bit of a whole task for them to get out of dodge. That Jarvan's going to dive right on top of them. So
yep.
They're both immobile, they don't have dashes, so the Jarvan pick will probably pay off as the game goes on. But in terms of itemization, Twitch is just always looking for a chance, but I'm wondering what type of dragon we're going to get this game. But I think Byron's just getting a bit of an experience coming out from Brilliant Polio, just doesn't understand the range between Renekton and Shen. But Byron's playing it pretty well because he has versed Renekton probably a lot more times than he has. So we do have a bit of a play coming in here, Nash. Oh, we do. Unfortunately, a big play has happened. Twitch does have Lulu in pocket. Shen's forced a flash out, but as a result, Chanel has fallen, but Dead Pain has fallen as well.
What time are you on?
I'm like at 10:50, so.
You're ahead of me. That's why. Okay.
All right.
I'll
No worries. So should I go backwards?
No.
Or you go?
I'll let you know.
All right.
There we go. Alright, I'm at 11:37. What about you?
11:10.
Okay, now
11.
I'm ahead of you.
Yeah. All right. 11, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Yeah. Can you not get any further than that?
I can go as high as 11:45 right now.
Alright, I'm on 11:50.
Alright, I'll see if I can go up.
Oh, I'm not.
I can go 11:55. Yep.
I'm at 12:02 now.
Alright, it's just taking a while. 12:07. Okay.
Yeah. Alright, I think that's looks like the same scale there. Sorry about that. I didn't realize.
Yeah, I just noticed.
I didn't realize it would do that. So apologies, everyone. Yeah.
All right.
So what is Alright, Alpha Arcadia going in, gets a nice double ulti onto Chanel and right Kimchi. Bledexa now getting assaulted onto by Chanel. Chanel falls. C4J is now going on top of Bledexa. Bledexa gets ulted by Dead Pain. C4J is now in the middle and just falls very quickly. Iboner now trying to fight his way through two members. He does get one, but trades away his mid laner. Iboner now finds Bledexa. He's trying to fight Modify. AP Twitch finishes him off with the E.
My gosh, that was so scary for them too.
That was crazy. I mean, both ADCs ended up getting about the same amount out of that. So it's maybe really impulsive. Clean.
He should have just taunted the bush. I don't know why he waited. Byron played with his food there.
He did. And now really Polio has a
Connected
into
back
this
in
game. Why?
Yeah.
All right. I've noticed the items. It says that Bledexa is just bought Shiralias, even though that's what Dead Pain did. I think even though I swapped the names, it doesn't actually update on item-wise. But anyway, Chanel trying to start a fight with Alpha Arcadia. C4J just coming with a flagging drag. Alpha Arcadia pin Chanel against the wall, trying to start a fight here. But actually, Dead Pain coming in. Chanel gets the ult and the
big
hook on the Bledexa. Jeez, I've just lost it already. But it doesn't even matter. Bledexa falls. Alpha Arcadia's down as well. 4 members of Destiny 2 are now on top of the dragon. All right,
All right.
I need a minute to acclimate to these champions. I always mess up the name because it's always
All right, it's all right. But big play coming out from Chanel just gave.
Very good aggressive. Does manage.
Yeah.
Just was.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, all right, Almona getting in a bit of trouble here. Modify's just gonna. Yeah, Modify's PTA. Twitch.
AP Twitch, baby.
The AP Twitch is going to be a bit of a menace this game, and is not something to look forward to for the side of Destiny. I know
they do have the tools to lock it down, so they're not too worried about it. But both of these ADCs or APCs are fed as.
Yeah. The only issue with that is if they're using that then to lock down Modify it now, but Exa gets to shockwave. He gets to play for free. So it's a very tough game for them. Now,
It is.
Olio is starting to secure a lead in the top lane. He's actually already gotten a few turret lanes.
Yeah, and I think it's just every time Shen has gone down. So yeah, it's just a matter of keeping track of those TPs and those plays. Even though J4 has an advantage, he's not building HP enough just yet, so he is a bit vulnerable when he goes for those plays. So they don't quite have the front line just yet. Shen's not stacking HP either. So as the game goes on, I think Alpha Arcadia and William Polio will have a beefier front line.
Oh, Modify.
But
something here.
Yeah, so they're just trying to bait their ultimates because right now they got these this Rift Herald to, you know, kind of look at, but DST2 have left their bot lane down south, so they're probably just looking to trade turret for Rift at this point.
William Polio is leading this game in CS.
Yeah, right now he's just chilling because even though the gold difference is not that big onto the side of Destiny 2, I think it's just a matter of right now Destiny 2 feel a bit nervous because if they don't see Twitch on the map, they just think they're gonna die. So he can be popping out of the middle of nowhere, so it's gonna be a bit tough for him. But this is what it's all about. Game 4, Renekton has a big advantage over Shen at the moment. He can run him down if he's pushed out a little bit more, but yeah, they're just trying to find this Twitch.
Here we go. Alpha Arcadia and Modify going in to dive Samurai Kimchi. This is not going so well. Modify taking so much damage. Alpha Arcadia flash over the wall and dodges the flag and drag from C4J. He's just going to walk out. Victor also expanded his ult.
No.
That was...
I feel so
bad.
bad.
Flashing in. Gets the ult onto Modify here. Does knock up Alpha Arcadia as well. Going in. C4J is just gunning it for Modify. Completely ignoring Alpha Arcadia. Alpha Arcadia does get the ult onto... the suppress? No, that's what it does. Anyway, sorry, I got too sidetracked on the name. William Polio ulted and flashing away already. Sorry, I was trying to think of... I got really stuck on thinking of Skarner's ultimate name.
Yeah, it's like Impale or whatever.
Yeah, Impale, that's Impale. Oh, Byron trying to be cheeky and get a little engaged onto the Blood here, but he does get space. He's taking some damage.
He will die. Oh, he has Flash, he has Flash. They can play it well. Flash taunt?
No, he's got teammates.
I get what you mean, just coming up with the names on the fly. It's a bit rough.
I know. My issue was I knew the name. I just couldn't. It was annoying me that I couldn't remember the name.
Yeah, I get you. But as a result, Victor does pick up the bot lane turret, and even though Twitch has gone for a greedy build, not the best optimized, but just getting that flat AP out with Rabadons is really, really important. Because right now there's no magic resist on the side of Destiny 2, and they don't really have health bars as well. So even though J4 does a lot of damage and he's able to get on the Twitch, that was because the Orianna wasn't in that team fight specifically. So he does know he's around, but he doesn't have the health bar to do it. But they're playing super safe here until the next dragon comes up, because everyone's ultimates will be back up by then.
Yeah.
And it will be an explosive team fight. But Destiny 2 do have the seesaw in their favor a little bit. They're up 1.5k or nearly 2,000 gold, which is nothing to scoff at. But if they don't get this Twitch and he's able to land those additional autos, I can only imagine what he would be like with lethal tempo. But he's opted for PTA, so
yeah, he just wants that burst on the first target, just assassination.
That's it. But he does have to avoid a J4, a Shen, and a Nautilus diving on top of him.
Yep.
But if the Renekton's in these team fights and he's able to get onto Ardmona, then, you know, there's a window for him. So everyone has their role when it comes to these fights. But right now, I think Jewpies are just looking for the pick in mid lane whenever they try and get mid lane prior with this Twitch, while Destiny 2 are just trying to chill out and try and get these brushes, but as a result, Rift does not give them tempo, or does give Jewpies tempo, and now they get to set up shop.
Don't get to break the toe. Oh, all right. Chanel letting a hook onto Deadpain here, trying to walk out. Here comes Skarn as well. C4J tries to flank and drag in. He does stun it. Chanel against the wall. Modify already multiplying thing. He gets a double impale. Alvaro Cage going hard in the front line here, but does get taken down by 3 members of Destiny 2. Victor's ult is onto the back line here. But Exo trying to play with fire here. Does pick up C4J in the back line there. I wasn't sure if he was aiming for him. I think he accidentally hit him there in the head. Just dunk. But they are still chasing this Victor down. Victor, you're in no man's land. Why are you doing here? Modify is going to wait for it.
He's gonna tick off.
But it ticks him down. I thought he was gonna use his Z. And yeah, that was devastating for Destiny 2. It started off great. They found an engage and Admo just drops right into Modify. The Lulu does save him just barely. Just barely.
Beautiful combo from Renekton, but does not pick up. The Shen, unfortunately, was able to proc grasp at the last minute, but I think he should just stall for his Nautilus to come in, because he does have a full rage bar. If he understands how Shen blocks damage, yeah, they should just let him get out. So he can't fight it. He can't fight. Shen can't fight this.
Alpha picks up the dragon. Wasn't very.
All right, so yeah, Jewpies as a result, they pick up the Ocean Dragon, so we do have an Ocean Salt. He just lands a smite just to annoy Blade Exo there.
Just stopping in the back.
All right, but he used the smite, and he has one less for this Artican.
Yeah.
But maybe he was doing it to bait them all along. But the TP comes in from Renekton, they're not buying it whatsoever. But Nautilus is forced to flash, but Orianna Shockwave invested. This is pretty big for the side of Destiny 2 here. Orianna Shockwave will be down for quite some time.
Yes, sir.
Alright, but as a result here, they're recalling here, knowing that they had vision on Artican, or at least they have knowledge that they're not on Artican. But Really, Polio playing pretty sensibly here, does pick up the Steric, so it will take them quite a while to get through this Skarner, to get through this Renekton. And right now, C4J, he's got a Sundered Sky and Eclipse. Like, he can do damage, but he's missing 1000 HP to, you know, do any sort of meaningful frontline work. So Byron's going to be, like, not as tanky. Chanel is not as tanky. Like, this Artican is definitely favored for the side of Jewpies Angels, but what can they trade for it? Or will they just fight them endlessly for it? But that's what Destiny 2 have been doing, right? They've been challenging Jewpies whenever they're on something, so... Right now, it looks like Destiny brush tactic for the side of Brilliant Polio, and they can catch out this Victor.
They could.
Look at them, look at Alpha Arcadia, he's just chilling.
Jack comes in. Flash, drag. C4J is just stuck, can't get out. Here comes the collapse, I can't remember. Either way, Modify just falls for C4J, and so does Deadpain. Samurai
he's put so much time
on top of by Brilliant Polio. Oh, hold on, wait for it. This fight's extending.
This is bad for Jewpies if they can't get out.
No, they should be able to get out. Break and drag then, but he just gets impaled. Alrighty, but Axis is making his way. C4J is gonna fall free. Brilliant Polio is just doing all the damage he can. Byron Bernstein's just, you know, he's just got a bit of tank. Chanel's trying to run in the opposite direction, but Alpha Cage is just gonna run him down. Where are you going, buddy? Where are you going? You get run.
They tried to greed. They didn't realize how powerful Renekton was in that moment of the game. Just having Sterix and Ultimate, like, he can play 1v3. Like, that's just how strong he was. And a result, they get Artican, and they swing the game in their favor. So a pretty big mistake coming out from Destiny 2. Just they did not have the health bars or the damage to deal with that Renekton. But I guess Skarner's Ultimate was pretty big. The Impale was able to
just slow it down.
You know, lock down someone enough so they wouldn't do damage, but you know, that's what you get when you have to deal with this AP Twitch and then there's a Renekton in front of your face.
Yeah, the AP, I mean, the Twitch just traded ADCs, and then that was all the damage Destiny had.
It was.
Oh, wow.
Oh man, it's just, they invest so much to kill the Twitch and Lulu, because the Lulu buys so much time, but the Nautilus, even though the Nautilus can press R, it's just like, it's not buying enough time for the team to deal enough necessary damage. Because right now, this Shen's just not tanky. Yeah,
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Modifier's just going around assassinating people now. He's got 3 items.
It's got a Banshees, and Destiny 2 is going to be like, well, what can we do here?
Yep.
Like, if they had, like, maybe a another, like, they had enough damage or engage with the Shen and the J4, like, they could have doubled down on it. It's just a matter of, was the Nautilus enough, you know, the best pick, or they could have gone with someone else. So, if they knew a Twitch was on the radar, they could have played a Thresh or something, so...
Yeah.
But yeah, they opted for the Nautilus pick, so they got to live with what they have. But right now, this Renekton's just so strong. Like, Shen and J4, they can try a 2v1 him, and I think Renekton will still come out on top. So it's just like, what can you do here? Orianna's just free scaling. You know, Victor's falling further and further behind as the game goes on because he's being targeted by the Twitch. So Varus has just got to hope to do enough damage, but he doesn't have a defensive item at the moment, while the Twitch does, so...
Yeah.
They don't really have an avenue to go on anyone except for Blade Exeter at this point in the game. But right now, Jewpies are definitely in the driver's seat, up 4k. The Baron is up, but they don't have a meaningful, like, a fast way, I guess, efficient way of dealing with it until they get multiple catches. But they're going to collapse onto J4 and to Nautilus here. They're forced to get out here. Skarner does have a decent angle.
Nope, no impale.
Yep, they realized that Victor was out of position, so they didn't want to, you know. The dragon is up, so they're chilling. So they just want to know where the Twitch is, and then they'll fight.
Twitch is just waiting. Oh, here we go. Afro Gage just sees his opening. He's trying. Now it's just stuck and flash away. Alpha, C4J does. Oh, sorry. No. Yeah, C4J does make it on top. The Modify with the Flag Drake does go to the clap onto him as well. Byron Bernstein is in the middle there as well. He's trying to walk away. Modify has made it to safety and he's just gunning down the entire of Destiny 2. Meanwhile, really Polio was just, you know, he had a couple people over there with him. He was just having a good time. He was awesome.
True, and that's what I mean. Just the health bars coming out from Jewpies. It's just enough where it takes too long for them to take out a meaningful target. Like, they still dove the Twitch, but because their target focus was so separated, they weren't able to focus someone down. But as a result, they do have the health bars to tank these turrets and close out the game. The minion wave is coming in, and it looks like Jewpies will be potentially our team that wins. Skarner does take enough damage where he will have to dodge out. They do have a minion wave here. Victor's trying to ult the wave. Ardmona is up. C4J is up. Is this going to be a throw? Oh, here we go. They're all low, Nash. It's a fish in a barrel.
Well, TP behind. He's keeping down the lane.
Oh god, here we go. This is a oh no. Alright, who's Shen gonna taunt here? Renekton's worth a lot of gold. Twitch is worth a lot of gold. Twitch is doing so much damage. Oh!
Modify just kills him now. It's Byron Bernstein's turn again. Just shredded by the Modify. Modify's been taunted and he falls to Ardmona. But Byron Bernstein is now in the middle of 3 of them. Shockwave coming in. Samurai Kimchi is now in a dangerous situation. Really Impo's ulting. Down goes Samurai Kimchi now. Byron Bernstein takes it down onto Dead Pain and he falls. Ardmona gets taken out off screen by Really Impolio. Now Bloodex is just chasing him down. He kills Byron Bernstein. So it's a call an ambulance, but not for me situation. And now he's dipping into the base.
Open Nexus, and they got a Fed Crocodile and the Orianna walking down.
It's round 2.
And they're gonna close this game out. And Nautilus trying to buy time. Dana does come up. Well, T4J comes up in 5 seconds, but I think they're deciding to hit the Nexus here. The Ace comes through. What can he do?
Oh, he tries to flash.
Oh, he tried to land a knock up onto Orianna, but Renekton closes out the game. And Jewpies have another date with Destiny in the finals.
Yeah, well,
no pun intended.
They already had a date with Destiny 2.
Yeah, I was talking about Destiny like they're always destined to make the finals. But Destiny 2 have put up a valiant effort, and congratulations to Destiny 2 for making it this far. The Cinderella run has come to an end, and the reigning champions, Jewpies Angels, have put the nail in the coffin, and now they will proceed to the finals. So congratulations to Destiny 2. You are 3rd place for the AES series for 2025, and you are awarded 250 big ones. So expect that prize pool as soon as we finalize the season and the finals. But I don't know about you, Nash, but I am parched. This series has gone on for so long, nearly 5 hours. So might as well get the SVPs and MVPs out of the way. What are your thoughts on the SVPs on the side, or SVP on the side of Destiny 2?
No clue. I mean,
No
Admona did put up a decent fight early. C4J had his moments of fighting, you know, his flag and dragons.
Yeah, that's true.
His,
Unfortunately, I don't know. I think C4J has a case here, making the big plays. You know, so if he doesn't engage, their comp doesn't work. So,
Braden in chat.
All right, yeah, classic. But that's until next week, Braden. But for SVP, I think I'm slowly edging it out to Dana here. You know, on the Jarvan pick, because he made the proactive play. He had a pretty big knock-up or two when he went for a big flash EQ play in the bot lane and in the mid lane, and he was able to turn the fights around when they actually mattered, to keep their team in the game for as long as they did. So I'm kind of leaning towards C4J for the last game, because if he doesn't make those plays, then Ardmona can't play the game.
C4J played a great game this final one. Tried his best, landed some good cataclysms, but it just was all for naught.
Exactly, and that's the comp they were going for, right? But Modify was able to get his main pick on Twitch and was able to spray and pray himself to an MVP.
Yeah,
so
he redeemed himself with that game.
He did pop off. AP Twitch is the strongest it's ever been for a reason, and a Modifier was probably licking his chops when he was able to lock that pick in. Because if he had a Lulu in pocket, then, you know, like, what can you do if the enemy doesn't build Serpent's Fang? Then you're just laughing. So, everyone did play their role relatively well. A couple of mistakes here or there. Brilliant Poyo did get caught out a little bit early, but made his way back as soon as Byron Bernstein overstepped. So he was able to bounce back really well. BladeXer wasn't feeling any pressure on the side lane because he wasn't being focused, because they were so worried about the AP Twitch just appearing out of nowhere. And he was able to play and land those ultimates where they mattered, but that damage coming out from Twitch, night and day. You know, Dead Pain, press R and press, W, that's it. So he was able to pilot that, and, Alpha Arcasia was able to land some key ultimates here or there to turn the fights around and buy time for like that big Renekton play at Artican, and the ability to turn those fights around and buy the time that his team needed. But yeah, Modify kind of wins out the MVP for this closing out game for Game 4.
Yep.
And congrats to Jewpies Angels for being the second finalist for our grand finals for next week on Sunday. We'll be looking to start at the same time because it's a best of 5 series, so both teams should be prepped around midday onwards to get that sorted. But Nash, what are your thoughts on both of these teams and the finals? Like, you think it's going to be a banger like it is today?
Yeah, the final should be a banger. Should probably be our Game 5.
All right. So I guess that kind of really closes out the loser finals. Destiny 2 have fallen to the reigning champions. Congrats, Destiny 2, for making this series a banger. That Game 2 definitely put Jewpies in the hot seat. And Game 3 was actually really close, all things considered, because that kind of determined what Game 4 was. And a couple of big moments came out from BladeXer to carry his team to a deciding game. And that Mel performance was probably something that will be for the history books, just able to pilot that champion very well. So congrats to BladeXer being the captain of his championship team. Let's see if he can bring it back once again, or will Destiny finally be able to get one back after all these years? It's been a while since they won, so they're definitely really hungry for this win. But I guess we'll close out the stream. Nash, any closing remarks?
GG go next.
GG go next. So next Sunday, midday, we'll have all the details when we lock in that best of 5 for the grand finals. And once again, thanks for all the viewers that are watching. Thanks for our sponsors and the Array for hosting the event this year. We'll see you guys next Sunday, the 21st. Put it in your calendar. And these And these two teams will be fighting for first or second. So, you know, there's 1,000 for first and 500 for second. But I think it's mostly for bragging rights. And we're going to see if Jewpies have it in them, or will they be able to topple the undefeated Destiny squad that is being kind of driven by Braden at the moment in his jungler pick. So a bit of strategy and, you know, champion draft picks to work on for both teams. And we're going to see this banger for grand finals. Anyways, I'm Chris Strider, joined by Nash, and we'll see you guys next Sunday. Can't wait to see you. Please come. It's going to be an awesome grand finals, and we'll see you then.
Catches.